Hi. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hi. How are you? I don't know what you were watching before you got here with me, so I'm not going to tell you that you can go back to it. You're stuck with me now. And why is my... Oh boy. Now we might end up having to watch the truck race. Oh, never mind.
Now we'll tell you who's playing tonight on Thursday Night Football when we return.
Okay, let me get my shit together here.
Home more often means food odor.
Mute. But Dale, you don't get NFL Network. How are you going to watch this game? Well, I have my methods. Let me guess, it's my dad. Yep, my dad's bitching that the Washington game's not going to be on NBC. Hold on. Alright, let me get my stream on my phone. And then I'll start chit-chatting. Plus, I'll be able to see the stream. Not that there's going to be anything to see. Hey, YouTube Premium, you want to go fuck yourself right now? If there's going to be anything to see. Hey. Okay. You know what? It's not the usual drive chart thingy that I like to use, but it's as good as I can get for you without making you stare at a blank screen. Tonight is the New York Football Giants versus the Washington Football Team. Yeah, and the truck race is going to be on too. There's 30 laps to go in the ARCA race right now, and I'm feeling the tug at my heart to watch the truck race. And I've got the truck race on the other TV, but we're going to focus on Washington and the Giants. All right, my dad's saying NBC sucks. Well, you got to blame this one on Fox. Because I see Joe and Troy talking, so you got to blame this one on Fox. He must be drunk. He's typing in all caps again. Yeah, he's like, NBC, NBC, NBC. And I'm like, no, Joe and Troy talking, so. Hey, Antonio Gibson. So, cool thing about, well, not a cool thing I did. So, this week, my friend Cameron messaged me as I was trying to go to bed because I had work the next day, or so I thought. And he was like, hey, man, I'm doing this fantasy league, and we need like one more person. Can you join? Will you join? It's just for fun. And I was like, fuck, I guess. So the other night we did a fantasy draft, and I drafted the Washington defense and Antonio Gibson. So I'm going to be highly pissed off if the Washington defense sucks tonight and Antonio Gibson doesn't get shit done because he's one of my running backs. I had a very good fantasy draft. Kyler Murray, Jameis Winston, Antonio Gibson, DeAndre Hopkins, Antonio Brown, TJ Hawkinson, the Steelers defense, the Washington defense, Tyreek Hill, And who the fuck's my other running back? I haven't even looked in a couple of nights. Who the fuck is my other running back? I'm totally blanking on my other running back, and I can't look at it right now. But yeah, I said I wouldn't play fantasy football, but I got drug into it. So I'm playing fantasy football, and I've got some stakes in the game tonight with the Washington defense and Antonio Gibson. But yeah, check the audio on my stream again so I know what it sounds like.
How much will that affect tonight's results? Let's see who's winning tonight, presented by FanDuel Sportsbook. All right, the time has come, and this one is for the home team. I think Washington
Wins this. How the fuck is Daniel Jones 4-0 against Washington? Guess it just speaks to how fucked up Washington's been in recent years.
Goodness gracious. I know what you guys are picking, but I'm going to go with the Charlotte kid. I believe that the Giants will...
Steve Smith's a homer, but never mind, he's picking against his former head coach and picking for the dickhead that gave him a jersey this week.
That's right. Football team fans, you guys should be getting excited tonight because you're going to win 24-20 over the kid from Charlotte.
Give me a minute.
That you just picked. It's going to be exciting because the Washington football team's defensive line, they're going to bounce back. They're going to have a big night harassing Danny Downs all night, leading them to victory. When you think about what Washington was after last year, winning
If only I had NFL Network, you wouldn't be looking at a Madden menu right now. I haven't played Madden 22 and probably never will unless I get it for free again like I got last year's Madden. So looking at this menu, which Madden is this? I bet it looks just like Madden 22. NFC East. Too many of these fucking games end up on prime time. NFC East. We're in Washington. Yeah, we're going to score now. Ty Gibbs is leading the ARCA race. Who he wrecked to get that lead? Yeah, exclusively on NFL Network, a channel which I don't get. And I'm sure the way I'm watching it is like way fucking behind the actual broadcast. So God bless any of you who actually get NFL Network. Did you guys see my Monday night stream of the Raiders and Ravens? They started taking my stream off. And I think it was for the audio in the background. How many NFL streams did I do last year? A shit ton. Not a single one of them got taken down. But in the middle of my Raiders-Ravens stream, occasionally they would kick me off until I turned the game sound down. But when I turned the game sound off, you could hear my stream again. So if at any point tonight the stream gets cut off, be patient. I'll just turn the audio down and it'll put me back on. And they started doing that shit late in the fourth quarter and right at the overtime period of the Raiders-Ravens game Monday. So thank you, whoever's responsible for that. I'm going to assume ESPN because I didn't get any copyright claims or anything like that Sunday. So it must be an ESPN thing. The mouse is coming for me. Like that fake George Lucas guy on YouTube. Oh, the mouse is coming for me. Fucking Disney didn't want me talking about the fucking game. 8 to go in the ARCA race. Ty Gibbs is a 2-second lead. You know, Bristol might be the one time ARCA was sort of worth watching. Because I'm looking at this and it looks like a pretty competitive race. Ty Gibbs is driven away here at the end, but looks like a competitive race. Who's here? Robert, you got to be here. This is your not. This is totally your not. Five to go. Damn, we got a battle for the lead shaping up here with Ty Gibbs. Is that Chandler Smith in the 81? No, it's S. Smith. I don't know who that is. Don't know who that is, but he kind of gained on Ty Gibbs there. This is a shitty way to have to watch football just because I don't get the damn NFL Network. Pretty sure the 81 and the 18 are teammates, but I wish Smith would get to Ty Gibbs and boot his ass out of the way. Wouldn't that be funny? White flag, it's not going to happen. Am I going to get copyrighted? See, now I'm like nervous about what I'm going to get copyrighted for doing NFL games. I was so sleepy earlier, I thought about not streaming. I took a nap, and if this game wasn't on, I probably would have stayed in bed. I took a nap, and it felt so good. But then I was like, I want to stream. I want to talk about football. Nobody cares to hear me talk about football. This is a NASCAR channel, but wouldn't be the first time one of my streams was totally self-indulgent. Most of them are, except the NASCAR stuff, it seems. There's Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. Hey, Michael.
One thing they were able to hang their hat on was a good young defense. Ended up ranked second in the league.
Ty Gibbs just won the ARCA race. I'm going to have the truck race on the other TV. Oh, we got an ARCA series champion. The championship just got clinched in ARCA, it seems.
They have 4 former first-round draft picks on that defense at the front, and tonight they're facing a
I didn't know that. I see the yellow line is back around the apron at Bristol. That's kind of cool. Never thought a little detail like that would make Bristol really look like old Bristol. I'll be there on Saturday. I kind of forget I'm going to the race Saturday. How am I forgetting? I'm excited. I'm going to fucking Bristol.
Going again a year removed from ACL tear. Well, they know that the best way that they can help Daniel Jones is to be able to run the football. They haven't been able to do that. They weren't able to do that on Sunday. They got Saquon.
So, Michael, did you hear me talk about my fantasy team? I fucked up and joined my friend Cameron's fantasy league. I have Antonio Gibson and the Washington defense tonight.
Running the football tonight. So, yes, they will try, but it will be on Daniel Jones throwing the football for them to move the ball.
I hope Chase Young has a better game than he did against the Chargers when that left tackle just wore his ass out.
Saquon Barkley said he really didn't know how that knee was going to hold up until, well, tonight. I talked to him as he came off the field for pregame warm-ups. He said, I'm okay, but what's not ideal is playing 2 games in 5 days.
Yeah, Michael, that sounds about right. John Hunter and Washington. I'll have my eye on the truck race. No sound for, I'm not using sound for the truck race. Like I said, I'm using sound on the game. Hello, Aaron Andrews. Is it because this game's starting late? Or am I just way behind? Let me open the stream in another tab and see if I'm just way behind. I better not be way behind. I won't be pissed.
About your quarterback, he said, well, he's a playmaker back there. He's kind of like a point guard to a certain degree. He's so dynamic with the ball, and Joe, they've got a ton of confidence in him tonight.
Christina, thank you.
Alrighty.
Thank you. Yeah, he brings a little something to this offense, some life, and we'll see how he gets.
Daniel Jones is 4-0 against the football team. We have rain in the forecast, 84% humidity, even though it's only 73 degrees. Rain, rain, rain. This has NFC East bullshit written all over it. Crappy field at FedEx, fog and rain, 2 average to mediocre football teams. Let's do it, though. And it's a Thursday night game, so. Hey, if it gets foggier, we might get the Madden cam tonight. Washington will start at the 24. Taylor Heineke.
Undrafted back in 2015 and became a fan favorite around here when he went toe-to-toe with
Thank you for the $3, Michael. Missed you on Monday night. That was a crazy game, and I streamed it, and nobody was hanging out. I was talking to myself. Come on, Antonio, get Gibson a lot of yards, buddy, so I can care about my fantasy team. Fake it to Gibson. No pressure. Whoa! Missed a wide open Logan Thomas. Almost intercepted. A little high, and a little behind. Nearly led to a pick. Gibson nearly made the adjustment to make the catch. Well, boo-hoo. I wish I didn't have to work tomorrow. I wish I could just start my weekend already because I'm going to Bristol, bitch. Washington goes empty on the second play. Bring in J.D. McKissick. That's not going to help me get any fantasy points, you know. Screen to Terry McLaurin. Sets up a 3rd and 3. Yeah, Washington goes no huddle. No, Gibson had a minor shoulder, and he was on the injury report with a shoulder. I figure it's just a short week kind of thing. That's why Gibson was on the injury report. Washington stays an empty. Giants can't get any pressure whatsoever. Now they do. Heineke's, oh, Jesus, what was that? That was some slow developing pressure, and then Heineke turned around and ran backwards and made it easy for him. So a sack, and Washington's going to punt. Yeah, I'll send you my race pick real quick. Let me look at the odds. I was complimenting Washington's offensive line, and then that happens, but that was Heineke's fault more than anything. Got to get that ball out of there. Michael, give me Grant Enfinger. Give me Grant Enfinger for Bristol. Punt to the Giants. Jabril Peppers, I like this guy. Gets New York to the 44. And there's a flag. Because it's NFC East and it's Thursday Night Football. What would it be without some flags?
And we'll get the call first and then talk about Daniel Jones. During the return, holding, receiving team number 23.
We'll back up the Giants a little bit.
They should have ended up with decent in the penalty. Then talk to, and here it is out on the outside. Got him wrapped up pretty good. They got a chance to start with pretty good field position to start this drive. And
is there a prop bet on a Daniel Jones fumble tonight? Because I think the odds are pretty high.
Emergency on his part, but he has to be feeling a little bit of pressure now in his 3rd year. I know how it was for me. You struggle the first few seasons, and then you start having to take some ownership in your play and the team's play. And this has been a franchise that just has not been able to get.
Damn, they backed the Giants way up. Where was that hold at?
The football had another lost fumble in the loss on Sunday to Denver. But this is a team, Washington, that he's played well against. 4-0 for his career. Had a tough time figuring out where to put the football down. They end up putting it at the 21.
Giants got started at the 21. That penalty cost them over 20 yards.
Because the penalty leaves 21 yards of field position. All right, here we go.
I have nobody on the Giants. I have the Washington defense, though, so this is very important. They go run. Saquon pops one up the middle and gets taken down.
Able to cross the 25 out to the 26, gain of 5 for Landon Collins.
Landon Collins.
Former New York Giant is there to dump him.
Thought that's who that was.
That's the best hold that he has seen all last Sunday.
Yeah, poor Saquon Barkley. I don't know. I think it's more offensive line than anything. Denver just dominated these guys Sunday. Jones going deep. Kyle Rudolph. I almost drafted him in fantasy, but I don't trust this bum-ass Daniel Jones, so I went with T.J. Hawkinson instead.
This is a good throw from Jones. It's a really good throw because Nick Gates, you mentioned that Billy Price is making a start at center. Nick Gates then moves.
Giants get the first down of the game.
Gates got pushed right back into the face of Daniel Jones, but he hung in the pocket nicely and delivers a good ball to Rudolph.
Fake it to Barkley, wide open. Kenny Golladay to the Washington 45. And no huddle now. Damn, come on, Washington. I felt so good. I drafted the Washington defense and the Pittsburgh defense. I know it's early. Take it to Saquon. It's a bootleg. He's running out of space. Chase Young chases him out of bounds. Gain of 2. My new second TV I'm using next to my computer has much better resolution, and I like it. The shine on Todd Bodine's head is blinding me right now. Washington just can't get pressure on the quarterback. Didn't think I'd be saying that this early in the season. Ooh, high snap, but he brings it in with a hand. Jones has all the time. He goes to go at the middle, and he's sacked. He had good time, but I guess nobody got open, so he tried to sneak in through the middle, and Jonathan Allen brought him down for the sack. There you go. Fantasy points. A sack for my defense. Yeah, Troy's right. You got to let that ball go. That sack is on Daniel Jones. 3rd and 10. Didn't see enough of Saquon on this drive, and I think it cost them here. Lets it fly. It's caught. Sterling Shepard to the Washington 34. Got to get used to these New Jersey numbers. Sterling Shepard is in 3. Yeah, Sterling Shepard had 7 catches for 113 and a touchdown against Denver. He was like the one good offensive piece they had. 5-man rush. It's a screen. Oh, and they missed the tackle out on the edge, but cleaned up by the secondary. Hold them to like a 3.5-yard gain. Washington rushed 5, and they throw a screen, and I thought that was going to be going to the house. Now it's a quarterback keeper, and Jones is to the edge. Never mind, my stream is skipping around. It's a quarterback keeper. Jones is to the edge. He's got a first down. 20, 15, out of bounds to 14. Next commercial, I'm just going to have to open the stream back up again, because my stream just skipped. Hey, the clapper. Yes, the clapper is the Giants' offensive coordinator. Lots of inbreeding in this division. Giants in the red zone. Comes Shepard in motion. They go with Saquon. The hole closes up. He bounces to the outside and gets swamped. Washington's given up a couple of big plays, but every now and then they flashed here on this first drive what they're capable of. And that was one of those plays. Giants' offensive line did not do a good job opening that hole in the middle. I need 2 sacks to finish this drive, and then they can miss the field goal, and I'll be happy. High snap again. And Chase Young throws off the timing of the play, incomplete. And a flag! Man, they're going to get Chase Young for roughing the passer. He knows it's bullshit. Personal foul, roughing the passer. Kiss my ass. So on 2nd and 12, Chase Young gets pressure. Hold on. Show me the end of this. Bruh, that is not roughing. Crock of shit. 1st and goal, Giants.
That's that first and goal from the 8.
Single-handedly fucking my fantasy team. 2-yard run for Saquon.
Saquon Barkley, who had his best game in the NFL here in December of 2019 when he had
I'm really glad my dad's not watching this game, or my phone would have just blown. Hell, he would have called me after that last play. My dad would have called me. He's a big Washington fan. My phone would have been ringing until I answered it after that roughing the passer call. Thank God he doesn't know what happened. Second and goal. Daniel Jones just take off up the middle. Touchdown, you motherfucker. No signal yet. I say touchdown. At least Daniel Jones is using his mobility, which I don't think he uses nearly enough. This almost looked like it's a design draw. Yeah, it's a touchdown. Just enough for the touchdown. Washington was going to have him on a 3rd and 12, and a bogus roughing the passer call leads to this. Whatever, man. What a start. Yeah, what a start, all right. 7-0 Giants, I guess.
You make the same game parlay bet on FanDuel Sportsbook. You can make this plus this, then this. You make the same game.
You might be getting fired. What'd you do? Hold on, I gotta check a message. And then I heard him saying out loud where he knew I could hear him. Oh, he thought that was so funny when they scored that touchdown on Carolina, because he was cheering for Carolina. Yeah, he thought that was so funny. Fantasy boys, I'm sitting there thinking, I ought to throw you off the top deck of this fucking building. Well, if you get fired, there's always another job. There will always be another job. So I wouldn't stress too much about it. That roughing the passer call, it really chaps my ass. What does the Twitter world think of that roughing the passer horse shit? Damn, I guess I can delete GTA 5 from my PlayStation now because Rockstar removed a bunch of adversary modes today, which is like the only fun thing in GTA Online.
Platinum, fast start for the Giants in this one. Daniel Jones on that drive, first possession of the game, 68 yards in all. On the ground, through the air, the 6-yard touchdown run to cap it. I'll show you the hit again that drew the flag on Chase Young before Washington has the ball for the second time.
I can tell he's made a more conscious effort to fucking relax with me talking about stuff, and I'm trying to put thoughts about it. Man, nice return. Washington's going to start at the 30. I got my stream back up. I haven't been able to see comments for a minute.
Pereira is watching back in Los Angeles.
Have I ever been fired? Technically, yeah. Getting laid off is being fired. It's just getting laid off is the nice way of being fired.
I know he released his left hand, but to me, that was not an effort.
How are they gonna say you talk too much? Hell, what the fuck? It ain't school. What are you supposed to do? It's a library or a pizza parlor.
Giants up by
7
7.
7-0 Giants halfway through the first quarter. They fake it to Gibson. Gain of 5. Logan Thomas. If he'd hit Thomas on that first throw in the first possession, maybe we wouldn't be in the 7-0 hole right now. Hey, a Ben Rhodes interview on the other TV. Fuck him.
Player in the game on the right, not just defender, but player in the game in Aaron Donald, and how Leonard Williams last season stacked up against him. 11.5 sacks, more quarterback hits, same number of tackles for loss.
Hey, finally a carry for Gibson. He gets 2 yards. So far, my fantasy defense has given up a touchdown, and my running back has like 2 yards. 3rd down.
Last season, and then they went out and they signed him, and were able to keep him, and he was a big focal point for Patrick Graham and what they were able to do on the defensive side of the ball. There weren't a lot of positives for this football team overall, but defensively, they did some things that they can build on. And Leonard Williams is a big part of that.
See, so much NFC East inbreeding. Landon Collins, Eric Flowers, Jason Garrett. 3rd and 4. Heineke's going to get sacked again for holding on to the damn ball till never mind, he throws it away. 4th down. Fucking Giants defense are playing like a team that's pissed they got their ass kicked on Sunday. Give them credit.
This offensive line had some problems on Sunday, like we talked about. It's just a 4-man rush, but they run a game, and Lorenzo Carter's able to come around and force Heineke then to get the ball out a little bit sooner than what
Taylor Heineke's playing like Heine right now.
On the second possession, and good pressure on both 3rd down tries.
They need to keep an eye on when the Giants offense has the ball here. They've had a couple of high snaps that Daniel Jones had to pull in. Keep an eye on that. We're already in week 2 of the NFL. Hard to believe. I hope we get good weather for Bristol. Matter of fact, let me look right now. Because I know there's like a 30 to 50% chance of some rain all weekend in Bristol, so I'm hoping I just get lucky Saturday night. So we don't have to make 2 trips to Bristol. It's only 2 hours from my house, but, you know, I'd rather not have to make an extra trip. So Bristol, Tennessee weather. Saturday weather forecast looking pretty damn good in Bristol. Only about a 20% chance of rain. And it's supposed to be cloudier than the evening. So, yeah, I think we're going to work out great Saturday. Awesome. Weather forecast is improved for Bristol as we get closer to the weekend. You think Deegan can get a top 10 tonight? You going to make a prop bet on that, Michael? You get my in-finger pick? I'm chasing the money. Grant Enfinger. He's due. Grant Enfinger's due for a win. Thank God for that nap I took earlier. I feel good. Feel a lot better if I don't have to work tomorrow. But I didn't have to work today or yesterday, so, you know, can't complain. Oh, it's a Nick Saban commercial. Oh, a football life, Nick Saban. You want to watch a documentary about a stupid asshole? Then you can.
Then you can fearlessly face the unknown.
Hold on.
You still can. When you have a rock you can depend on for life.
presented by Bud Light Platinum. Landover, Maryland. On Sunday, the Chargers went down the field and scored on their first possession against Washington. The Giants just did the trick to them again here at the start of week 2 and get the ball right back.
1st and 10. I'd hate to say it, but is Washington going to have to start blitzing to bring pressure? They do blitz. Ooh, Daniel Jones. Hey, they brought the heat and got some pressure. Oh, boy, we got we got a broken leg. Ooh, we got a broken leg on the field. Oh, boy. Michael, you're way ahead of mine. I'm watching a live stream that's behind. But, oh, man, we got a broken leg. We got a broken leg up in this bitch. That looked just like Dak Prescott. Oof, oof, oof. Why does Dave Gettleman look like Harvey Weinstein? Oh, yeah, we got a snapped leg here. Oh, man, that's rough. Saw that shit, and I like how they were just like, hey, you look at Dave Gettleman, the Giants, as a guy's rolling around with his leg snapped in half. Ugh. Anywho. Motherfucker, I hate this fucking stream shit.
Every one of his teammates and all the coaches came over to pat him on the chest before the cart took
Hey, I'm caught up a little bit. I kept opening the stream in a new tab during the commercial, and it caught me up. So I'm past the point now where they carted him off. That's rough, boy. Herman Kuroga. Yeah, I remember Herman Kuroga. Didn't he almost win at Canadian Tire? Damn, this dude's smiling. He just got his leg snapped in half. 2nd and 10 for the G-Men. Barkley's gone up the sideline. 50, 40. Chase Young gets him enough out of bounds. Man, Saquon had good vision there because Washington came screaming up the middle here with this blitz. I think it was a blitz. Let's see it again. Oh, yeah. A-gap blitz. And the hole opens up, and he cuts it to the outside. And then it's a foot race with him and Chase Young. Yeah, man.
That's excellent work up front.
Starting to think I made a terrible decision. My options were Steelers defense against the Raiders offense or Washington versus the Giants. I'm starting to wish I'd done the other thing. The Giants are at the Washington 35.
41 yards for Barkley, who is 51 weeks removed from a torn ACL, and he's just got to learn to trust it.
Reverse.
Here is a toss to Ford.
And it gets about 6 yards.
Tries the left side, where Bobby McCain made the stop.
Although I hate what's happening to my fantasy team's defense, it's great to see some bursts out of Saquon. I'm a big Saquon Barkley fan. The game is more fun when he's a big part of it.
He said, we were hungry, we're focused, we're motivated. This is a different looking group right now, but you're just not seeing it, still not able to generate much pressure, guys.
No, 2nd down and 4.
Omaha, he definitely is a Manning in all but name. Ain't a 3. 3rd down.
Booker, who spent his first 4 years with the Broncos, last year with the Raiders. Well, you see Ron Rivera, he is not pleased at all with what he has seen from this defense. The Giants have already ran the football better than they could have anticipated coming into this ball game.
Yeah, I am not impressed with the Washington defense. How was my high school days? Up and down. It's a roller coaster, personally. Washington has a total of -3 yards.
They're dependent on this group to be able to shut them down.
The Giants have already rushed for 77. Oh, well. Timeout, G-Man. On this 3rd and 2. So we came into the season expecting, Washington's defensive line is so studly they can win. If that defensive line is not living up to the hype, this team might win 6 or 7 games, maybe 8. If the defense plays, they can win 9 or 10, but good God, they're not going to win this division playing like this. You see how explosive the Cowboys can be on offense. Hell, I don't have much faith in Daniel Jones or the Giants' offensive coordinator, but the Giants are making it look easy. I know they got a lot of weapons. There's a lot to like on this Giants offense, but there's a couple of things I don't really like. Daniel Jones, the play calling, and this offensive line, especially in run blocking. But you can't deny the weapons they have. The Giants' offense could be one of the most explosive in the league. They could, anyway. Then play clock's running down on them again. False start. If it wasn't a false start, it was going to be a delay of game. How you call a timeout, then the play clock runs down on you again? Make that a 3rd and 7 now. Come on, Washington. Golden opportunity here. You burn a timeout, and then you still get fucking delay and false start.
Trying to get him situated, and then Andrew Thomas goes early. It was 5 yards either way, so 3rd and 7.
Really looking forward to when Thursday Night Football is back on Fox. Washington stacks the line. Here, well, they rush 5. Oh, here comes the pressure. Chase Young and Montez Sweat take down Daniel Jones. That'll knock him out of field goal range. Hell yeah. 2 sacks for my defense tonight.
That'll bring up 4th down and a loss of 6.
There you go. Nate Solder got beat hard here by Chase Young, who ran him into Montez Sweat.
Out of realistic field goal range, we'll see.
That'd be like a 56-yarder in this weather.
On this play. Well, they left Kyle Rudolph in to try to help, but on the edge. But everywhere else, they were one-on-one. And
we got another injury for the Giants, I believe.
Win those matchups, and that's where Johnson.
Oh no, it's a Washington injury.
You just can't have that happen. The ball's got to come out. Talking about a 56, 57-yard field goal try. We'll see if that's the call or a punt. But a big play by this Washington defense to bring up 4th down.
Good job, Chase Young and Montez Sweat. I'm thirsty. I'll be right back. I'm going to try to not spend any money in Bristol this weekend, other than like getting food before the race. And maybe a little something during the race. I don't want to come home with like 4 diecast cars like when I left Charlotte back in May. DFS in reference to my high school days, the most fun I ever had in high school was probably the last 6 to 8 weeks of my senior year. It was actually fun because I literally stopped giving a shit. My last 6 to 8 weeks, I was skipping classes. I was skipping classes and going to like all 4 lunch periods. We had 4 lunch periods because it's a really big school. Oh, I mean, we didn't have a lot of room. Let me say that. It's a big school in the number of students, so they had like 4 lunch periods. And for the last 6 weeks or so, I was skipping classes and going to every lunch period, and then I'd go home. So I would go to first period, which was a criminology class, a college class, go to homeroom, be counted present for the day. Then I think I would go to second period, but then third period would roll around, and I'd start fucking around and go to lunch and just never come back. I'd go to all lunch periods and then just go home. It was actually really fun. I remember thinking, I'm like, yeah, I'm getting to spend time with all the people that I've actually had some fun with over the years. Because as shitty as school can be, there was a lot of people that I had good times with, and I knew I'd probably never see again. So it was kind of cool because I got to see everybody at the end. Everybody that I cared to see. Obviously, I wasn't friends with everybody, but I had a lot of people that I was really cool with and liked talking to. And then my very, very last day of senior year was a half day for us, and the seniors got to go on a field trip to the swimming pool, the Forest City swimming pool, which is extremely close to my house. So I went to the pool, hung out with everybody I wanted to hang out with, said our goodbyes, and then I walked home.
In this direction in pregame warm-ups, but I agree with just trying to pin Washington deep. Carter stays away, and it is caught by Keon.
Washington will start at their own 10.
At the 10, 28-yard punt. Time for tonight.
You know, when Chase Young and Montez Sweat were wrapping up Daniel Jones, I didn't want to celebrate too soon because I'm like, oh, they're going to call roughing.
Look at this 37-yard pass from Heineke to McLaurin. 22.7 completion probability, 1.6 yards.
Yeah, that McLaurin catch from Sunday is absurd.
And 0.5 yards of target separation. And all that adds up to just a really great catch.
That was unbelievable. Yeah, it was great body control. What a player he is. And he's finally now got some compliments.
Washington's not had any success tonight. They go with a toss to Gibson.
Here's a toss.
Makes a nice cut. Gets about 6 yards.
As he gets 6. First 2 possessions, the Washington football team has gone backward.
DFS, if I remember correctly, I probably did something like that. I just remember coming home, I took a shower, and realized it was all over. It was a weird feeling. It was pretty interesting that I got to walk home from it. It was less than 5 minutes from my house. It was literally in my neighborhood, that field trip, so it was perfect.
Their mission this offseason, much like the Giants, was to get some playmakers and some speed on the field.
Fake it to Gibson. Good protection. Heineke lets it fly. High pass, but caught to the 39.
Tiami Brown up to get it, and a
Tiami
completion
Brown.
for their first down of 22 yards.
First really great throw by Heineke tonight.
Humphreys right down the middle, probably
He looked nervous early. This was still a little high, but the kid made a great adjustment to catch that ball.
They're in a 2-deep shell, and you're going to see right here in the middle that he takes, actually it's DeAndre Carter, it wasn't Humphreys.
Good job by the offensive line,
Nobody around,
including that trash bin Eric Flowers.
Pick that up. That should have been his first read. Instead, he comes out to Brown. Still a nice completion and a first down.
It's a reverse, and there's just nothing there. 2 yards.
To the 40, that's it. As Lorenzo Carter makes the tackle.
And we got a don't fight, don't draw a flag. Come on.
Between these two teams, the Giants have won the last 5 matchups between these two clubs.
You talk about some of that speed that Ron Rivera wanted to acquire this offseason, and going out and getting Tiami Brown from North Carolina. He can really get down the field. And a lot of these young rookies at wide receiver, when they come into this league, they play in these spread offenses in college, and it takes them a while.
Yeah, JHN's got a hot old lady. Good call, Michael.
Beyond his years in route running already.
Another nice throw to McLaurin. Gets a first down.
He went in the 3rd round
into traffic.
But he's been one of the most productive.
A healthy Terry McLaurin
for 12 here.
Yeah, and he can
is
really
dangerous.
Watch this. See how he just sits right down in that zone. He recognizes where he needs to get, and that's quarterback friendly. When you're able to do that and give Heineke a target and not run out of a window.
Washington's starting to get it rolling here on offense. Last minute of the quarter.
Good execution by him.
Back to Gibson.
Here's Gibson.
Gain of about 6.
Carry on first down. As Reggie Ragland, a former Kansas City Chief, is there to make the stop. A gain of 5.
That could end the quarter here.
Antonio Gibson, the year that he had last year.
Just go look at A.J. Allmendinger's wife. You want to see somebody that's really hot. Let's objectify women for a few minutes here. Objectify the women of NASCAR. Empty backfield. McLaurin's tackled a yard short. 3rd and 1 into the first quarter. Kurt Busch's wife, my lord. Why are they so obsessed with Kyle Busch's fucking wife? She's all right, but she ain't as good as Kurt's wife. My God, Kurt Busch really married up, dude. She is hot. They don't show her nearly enough. She rides horses. That's a sport I would start watching if I could watch her. They objectify women. The invocation and all that good stuff's done for the truck race. They're getting ready to get rolling. Washington and New York just ended the first. Trucks at Loudon. Yeah, it's like the perfect tracks for trucks are places like Loudon. Milwaukee, Loudon, Phoenix, Gateway, Martinsville. Places like that. It's perfect. Me and Dylan are considering... So we have our races that we know we want to hit next year. Martinsville and Talladega in the spring. The 600 as always, just because it's right near my house. Daytona in the summer. Maybe we go to the Bristol dirt race in Nashville. Something like that. That'd be fun. I hate that I'm really missing out on the Roval this year, but it's for a good reason. I'm not going. Yeah, Robert, you guys are actually starting to shape up. Your offensive line's been good. Heineke played like shit the first couple of possessions. That was pretty much all on him. Now he's got some confidence and some rhythm. Get the ball to Gibson. He's on my fantasy team. And your defense better force like 10 turnovers because they're on my fantasy team too. Oh, did you... Okay, there's one thing that really pissed me off about the 2022 NASCAR schedule. On NFL kickoff, they're racing at Kansas on Sunday afternoon. NASCAR. When the NFL kicks off, can you not have a night race? Please. Can you please have a night race? Why have you got to have Kansas at 3 in the afternoon in the middle of opening Sunday on the NFL? Fuck you. Guess what I'm probably going to watch that day? Probably going to watch the NFL because it's fucking NASCAR at Kansas. Yeah, I'll have the race on, but I'll be way more interested in the NFL stuff. I hate when they do that. They did that with Indianapolis the last couple of years. Oh, we're going to have Brickyard 400 on the same day as the NFL kickoff. Fuck off. What do you think I'm going to watch? Got lucky that one time Brickyard got put to like Monday or whatever, which was great. But come on, man. I hope it rains like fucking Kansas next year in the playoffs. I don't want to have to watch a race and football at the same time on opening Sunday.
With the ball sitting inside the 40, and the way this league's going, and Riverboat Ron calling the shots, you got to think they've got 2 downs to get 1 yard.
3rd and 1, yeah. This seems like 4 down territory here. This play call on this 3rd and 1 will tell us a lot about that. Giants expect the run. Gibson gets stopped a little short. I say go for this.
Washington says
they couldn't get Gibson a yard. And he's a little short. Inches.
Yeah, I didn't think there wasn't much movement. You see the push right here. You got Charles Leno, the left tackle.
There's nothing opened up there.
Doesn't get much movement. Yeah, he's well short.
4th and inches. 12 seconds on the play clock as Washington breaks the huddle. I'm going to say sneak here. This has sneak written all over it. And it is, and they get it. As long as he held onto the ball in that pile.
Corey Aikman's favorite play.
We went through a period of about...
First down, Washington.
We didn't even have it in our playbook.
That's called power.
We didn't even run it.
Hey, Norv, yeah, you know the quarterback? Yeah, no, it's gone, okay? I don't like that play.
Well,
I don't like that
wasn't
play.
it because of me.
NASCAR Camping World Truck Playoffs at Bristol. That's my impression of what you're probably hearing right now on that broadcast.
First down for Washington, down by 7.
Come on. Yeah, there you go.
Delayed just a bit.
Oh, I wish Gibson would take it to the house. Gain of 7.
By number 24 for 6.
Yeah, pretty nice when you have the...
I know it's risky starting a running back on a 4-day week with a shoulder injury, but I couldn't pass up taking Gibson.
A little bit dangerous on the exchange, but Brandon Sheriff...
That delayed handoff had me convinced that Heineke still had the ball. Good protection. Finds Gibson. Gets a first. The ref might mark him just short. It looked like a fucking first to me. Don't rip me off of a half a yard.
Really a great job, though, by Taylor Heineke.
In the playoffs, Michael, NASCAR should do everything possible to have the races be on Saturday night. Why the fuck is Kansas a 3 in the afternoon race during NFL time? God, the Giants stuff them again on this 3rd and 1. Never mind, they're going to give him the first. It looks like they'd stuffed him, but he fell forward just enough for the first.
Austin Johnson there to make the stop, but a little bit late.
So Sunday, we're going to watch my 1 o'clock game's undecided, but I'm leaning towards Raiders, Steelers, or Panthers and Saints. And our 4:30 game, we're going to watch the Cowboys and the Chargers. And then you know what the Sunday and Monday games are. Heineke with a clean pocket off a play action. Hell yeah, Terry McLaurin down to the 12. Beautiful play action and a clean pocket. Yeah, Sheldon Creed's driving for RCR next year. I heard about that a few days ago.
It looks like he's going to do a double move. He slows down, accelerates.
Man, Heineke is a solid quarterback. I need about 6 or 7 games before I'm like, yep, this guy's legit. But I like what I see. I didn't like what I saw in the first 2 possessions, but as a whole, between the playoffs against Tampa last week and this drive right here, I'm like, yes, you can win with Heineke.
Just really talented.
How is this guy not on an NFL roster till like mid-playoffs? First hit at the John 11 to the end zone. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin. Laser throw from Taylor Heineke. Now that was a drive, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I will stream the Packers game Monday. And if Peyton and Eli are doing their broadcast on ESPN2, that'll be what I have on in the background.
17, and McLaurin didn't let him down.
Well, he sure didn't. And you've got James Bradbury. Watch him here. He backs up, so he's outside technique.
Everything about this play is great.
And the speed
post route.
And see how he's on his outside?
Nice throw.
Opens up that post row for Heineke.
Bradbury's a good corner, too, coming
Yeah,
up.
Bradbury is a solid corner.
But McLaurin's winning that battle right now.
7-7.
And a drive that covered 90 yards and over 7 minutes on the clock.
And a 4th down conversion in the middle of that drive.
In this matchup in the NFC East. 7-all.
You know, Heineke's a badass. Look at those tattoos. Who the fuck had the idea to not start a truck race till after 9 o'clock on a weeknight? And why wasn't this race last night? Really going to put the truck race on in the middle of an NFL game? NASCAR's so delusional. Like I said, there should be lights at Talladega, so when they race at Talladega in the playoffs, they can have it at night. Get out of the way of the NFL. Have it on NBC on a Saturday night. Yeah, I'm definitely, I'm not high on the Lions at all. And I'm not necessarily high on the Packers after last week, but I'm very interested to watch how the Packers bounce back from that. And how the Lions bounce back from their incredible 4th quarter rally against the 49ers after getting their ass kicked all day. So, yeah. And sorry, I'm starting TJ Hawkinson from the Lions on my fantasy team. Actually, it's either going to be him or Noah Fant. I'll probably start Noah Fant because I think the Broncos are playing the Jaguars. And they fucking suck. So, yeah, I'll probably start Noah Fant instead of TJ Hawkinson. Oh, I got Nick Chubb, my other running back. So I got Antonio Gibson and Nick Chubb this week in fantasy. And I'm going to start Noah Fant against the Jaguars. And I'm going to start Kyler Murray against Minnesota. And I'm going to start DeAndre Hopkins and Tyreek Hill. My flex player is a bit of a weird... I'm probably going to start Antonio Brown against the Falcons. I would stream the Falcons game, but I'm much more interested in the Chargers and the Cowboys. I know the Falcons are my team, but we all know they're dog shit. I will try to keep an eye on the Falcons game as much as possible, but I want to talk Chargers-Cowboys on Sunday. I think that's going to be a good match. A good matchup. 13 plays, 90 yards for Washington on that drive. Heineke was 6 of 6.
Touchdown score to even it.
Well, Terry McLaurin, he got the better of James Bradbury, and he has here in this first half. And if they're going to continue to match those two up and not give Bradbury any help, I can assure you Scott Turner, the offensive coordinator, they'll keep.
I'm not a big fan of Scott Turner as the offensive coordinator, but I think he's better than what the Giants have for an offensive coordinator.
Out to the 25.
So I showed you the look that Bradbury was outside. Now what Heineke has to do, that's Logan Ryan, the free safety. He's got to keep him by alignment. He's out of the way. He's on the left hash.
Heineke stared down right where he was going with that ball, and it didn't even matter. He never took his eyes off of McLaurin.
You can tell by a ball that even is behind McLaurin that he beat Bradbury so badly that Bradbury's still not able to
working James Bradbury like a pommel horse.
Turner, you mentioned Norv Turner. That was his father. He learned from one of the best, but does a nice job on that drive, mixing up the run and pass.
Play action. Good protection. And Jones throws it to a ghost. Kenny Golladay was wide open, and Daniel Jones threw it about 10 yards behind him. After the great work by that Giants offensive line on that play.
The news wouldn't be good. The Giants are saying lower leg fracture. You hate to see it. This was a guy that was just named captain. He said he got chills down his spine when he learned his teammates voted for him. Awful news. Hate to see it.
You hate to see it, legitimately.
Billy Price started at center. He stays there. Ben Bredesen, who was picked up from Baltimore.
2nd and 10. Another high snap. Keep an eye on that. And Saquon plows through for 7. Oh, no, it was Devontae Booker. It looked like Saquon from far away. Then you get closer and you realize Booker is like half the size of Saquon. 3rd and 3.
Nice few years there in Denver, but he's a solid pro and someone who can come in and pick up some of those tough yards like we just saw.
Matt Ioannidis was back out there on that last play and injured his knee.
3rd down.
Return,
he's going to look to get this ball out really quick and short. And he's hanging on to it too damn long, and he takes a sack.
Jonathan Allen again.
That's on Daniel Jones. I said you got to get that ball out quick. Just get to the sticks and get the first. And he's looking downfield, and Jonathan Allen runs him over. That's 3 sacks for my Washington defense on my fantasy team.
Rudolph is who Jones is waiting for. They got 2 deep safeties. So
this ball's got to come out now. But he's covered. Kyle Rudolph being covered there threw that off.
A couple times against this front. Here comes big Josh Allen, and he gets home.
Damn, he fucking suplexed him. He kind of got away with that. Compared to what Chase Young did earlier, that actually was roughing.
Dixon hits it. Carter, fair catch.
Yeah.
And so Washington gets it right back. 42-yard punt, nothing.
Hail to the Washington football team. Hail victory.
Week 2 officially underway. 2021.
Man, Josh Berry is a working man behind the wheel. Drive anything and everything and drive it well. I got caught up on the Dale Jr. download working this week, finally. The episode he had with Jade Gerst, his old Budweiser PR guy, and the dude that helped him write that book, Driver 8, which I have a copy of in there, by the way. I read that when I was like 9 years old, not even kidding. That was a really good episode. Anytime they reminisce about the Budweiser days, it's always fun to hear. Yeah, the yellow line back around the apron at Bristol. I like it. Although you can't even see it in the corner because they run so low, it's black from all the rubber and the PJ1 they put down. This is the one track where PJ1 works. I think PJ1's good for concrete surfaces, but I still don't want to see it at Nashville. Just leave it at Bristol. Damn, it is fucking hot in here. I have my fan on and it's not even helping at all. Oh yeah, Doug Kobe. Ain't that his name, Doug Kobe? Yeah, he did. Remember when SRX was a thing? Oh my God, that was a Matt Ryan Tide commercial that I totally missed. I just happened to look up and I saw Matt Ryan in a Tide commercial. His jersey's going to be dirty a lot this year with the way that fucking offensive line's playing. Jalen Mayfield's going to single-handedly put Matt Ryan in the hospital. And then there will be with Josh Rosen. Although Josh Rosen's better than A.J. McCarron was playing in the preseason. They've waved off the start of the truck race. The lights are back on the pace truck. I will be sitting off the exit of turn 2 at Bristol Saturday night. Look for me. Now you won't be able to see me. I'm like midway up.
Football Hall of Famer, class of '83, played 7 seasons for Washington and worked 34 years as a front office.
So the clash at the Coliseum, what do you guys think of that? I think it's a great idea. I just feel bad for any team that's going to travel over 1,000 miles across country from Charlotte to LA and then back to Charlotte and then down to Daytona and then back to Charlotte and then back to Fontana. That's going to suck. But I think the idea of having the race in the football stadium is awesome.
And beloved by this organization for what he did both on the field.
Although Bowman Gray is sitting right here in North Carolina, and I'd love to go, but
from the 33,
good play fake and a screen set up to Thomas, who didn't get the blockers he needed, but it didn't matter. He gained 8. There's a flag.
After a gain of 8.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness on the offense.
Off.
Number 76.
Fucking
15-yard penalty. First down.
Rookie Sam Cosme.
green in the truck race.
The personal foul.
Sheldon Creed just got loose.
You know, they're really keeping.
And yeah, that's a personal foul. The offensive lineman led with his head and cracked a DB in the side of the helmet.
But they've been put on alert. All players have, for that matter. It was a nice call, a nice game there.
That was a good call.
Now to be looking at first and 22.
First and 22. Comes a blitz out of the secondary. Heineke. Oh! A little late, a little behind McLaurin. That blitz goal, we got to spin in the truck race, the 32 truck. And the 3 truck. Yeah, Heineke missed that one.
That's the guy that he feels, and he can't lead him the way that he wants.
Crowd wants a flag. I disagree. Sam Mayer's crashed. That's who's in the 32.
First time McLaurin's been targeted.
Second and 22, Washington.
Down with a catch. 6 targets, 5 catches. Now second and 22.
Ooh, another overthrow. Logan Thomas was open. He had a window, and Heineke missed that one. Couple of big misses tonight. Some really nice throws, but some big misses too. Good God, who isn't tore up in this truck race? The 34, the 32, the 3. Third and 22. Just, I wish you had Gibson in to give him a draw so I can get this 10 yards. Checks it down to McKissick. Like I said, why couldn't that be Gibson? That would have been 3 yards for me.
Logan Ryan made the stop.
Well, you got 3rd and long, and
well, I'm glad I went with Grant Enfinger because I was considering Zane Smith or Sam Mayer. Zane Smith's still running, but I'm glad I picked Enfinger.
Everybody drop it underneath and just play the field position game. There's a costly penalty on the rookie Sam Cosme that derailed this drive.
I'm going to take a video of driver intros at Bristol and try to upload it for you guys. I'm going to get me and Dylan reacting to driver intros Saturday night, and I'll upload it after the race when I get back. A false start.
Number 30. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
So for the 12 they just picked up in the field position game, they give 5 back.
Thanks to Troy Apke.
Peppers waiting for the punt from Tress Way.
Not a good punt, but it gets a great bounce. Rolls back to the New York 21. They got lucky with the bounce on that punt.
Effective. 50 yards on the stat sheet. Tress will not take any pictures of that one.
That was a horrendous possession for Washington. Have to get you my 10 best picks for NFL Sunday. I whiffed on a bunch. I went 8-8. Actually, no, I went 7-9 because the fucking Raiders won. I forgot. I went 7-9 on my pick'ems. Fucking horrible. I very rarely go under 500 on picks, but I did. Had way too much faith in Trevor Lawrence. Picked the Titans because it's the Titans and they got their ass kicked. Those were the two key. And then the Ravens losing the way they did. Excuse me. Wonder if I'll get to see somebody hit the spot where the gate opens up to get the haulers onto the racetrack and just shred their car into pieces, Michael Waltrip style. I don't want to see that, but I wonder if that'll happen Saturday. Well, he was in Henderson Equipment. Oh, Mickey, you're so fun. Last night, I looked up, for anybody who watched King of the Hill, do you remember at the end of every episode of King of the Hill, after the credits, there's like a funny soundbite from the episode? Somebody on YouTube made a compilation. I'm out of clean socks. God dang it.
That drive ended in a punt and 3-and-out. Well, the Washington football team starting to get some pressure on Daniel Jones. And so Jones, I mean, if he's got a hold
Bring the heat. I want 25 sacks in this game.
Paramount that these receivers, that they get open when they're
Watch Rudolph in the slot here.
There's not time right now for him to hold it in the pocket.
Jones throws it quick and short. That's what he should have done on that 3rd and 3.
To Shepard playing in the slot, good for 4. And they'll go back. You know, they've done a good job of mixing up the tempo. Not really a hurry up, but just getting to the line and trying to put a little pressure, get a little rhythm going offensively.
Quarterback keep with blockers out front. Jones gets the first. Oh, never mind. They're going to mark him a half-yard short.
Had daylight to get the first down, but he came up short as he went.
A little short, 3rd and
yeah,
inches.
I think he's thinking back to last week when he put the ball on the ground.
Yeah, maybe Daniel Jones will learn to get down this week.
About him giving himself up, he could have kept going. I think he thought that he had gotten
3rd and inches.
Down.
Shotgun on 3rd and inches here. And we have a timeout, New York. Watch them do what they did earlier, blow a timeout, and then come back out and let the play clock run down again.
Next week on Thursday Night Football, Christian McCaffrey.
Ooh, the Panthers.
Good to see him back.
Who are they playing next week?
Carolina.
Oh, God, Carolina and Houston. I guess I'll stream it because it's a primetime game, and it's still early in the season. But, God, Carolina and Houston. At least we're getting the obligatory Houston Thursday night game out of the way early. Ugh. Fucking Carolina and Houston? Maybe Houston's going to surprise us this year. I'm not convinced. It was the Jaguars they played. Maybe Houston will surprise us and be watchable this year.
Well, there's no doubt, and you've heard me talk about it. I like
I think we're going to watch Raiders-Steelers Sunday. You guys good with that?
Sometimes a quarterback leaving.
That'll be our 1 o'clock game.
The best thing for them.
They go run up the gut on this 3rd and inches, and they get it. Fullback. John Gruden just came in his pants. A fullback got a handoff and ran for a first. Now, John Gruden probably can't come anymore after that Monday night game. How bad? Do you realize how excited I am? My opponent in fantasy has the Ravens defense this week, and they're playing the Chiefs, and I've got Tyreek Hill. It's going to be a good week for me. He picked the Ravens defense, and I've got Tyreek Hill. Oh, Jones gets clobbered. He checks it off to Saquon. Nice move to get 9. But Daniel Jones took another shot.
They see Daniel Jones. He's been taking a lot of hits. He steps up here.
Oh.
And you see
Montez Sweat put him on his ass.
Block and puts Daniel Jones on his back once again. Second down, a long one.
The quarterback, God, they're getting killed by this quarterback draw, man. Every time Washington he's in the clear, he's going to score. He's going to score. Touchdown Giants. They are getting killed. There's a flag. Every time the Giants run this quarterback draw, it's getting yards. Never mind, it's holding on the Giants. Thank God, man.
C.J. Board out there on the edge.
Okay, back them up. 2nd and 11. They called it on number 18 here.
I don't know. Let's take a better look at it. And it's quite, yeah.
Yeah, that was a hold.
Jones, I asked him on our call if he got out in the open, if he could please keep it.
They got to do something to adjust for that quarterback. I know they're not worried about Daniel Jones as much as they are Saquon Barkley, but you got to take Daniel Jones as a running threat seriously.
There on the edge, and then he pulls it, and man, it is off to the races.
Well, in real time, that doesn't look like much on the board. It takes the touchdown off the scoreboard, puts the ball back at the
Okay, it was a spot foul, so the Giants still got a lot of yards out of it. Oh, damn! Oh, what a breakup there. The pressure on the defensive line forced a quick throw in the corner. Still had to knock it down. That was a nice throw by Daniel Jones. Just great coverage. Almost intercepted.
William Jackson was able to get the hand on it.
Here's that run by Jones.
Yeah, that's such a good read by Daniel Jones. Just seeing Landon Collins, there was the end of that play. If he's able to get it, it was good coverage. It would have taken a perfect throw to complete that one.
Here comes pressure again. Forces an overthrow.
With contact.
Oh, come on.
Jackson in coverage again.
Boo.
Pass interference. Defense, number 23.
Kiss my ass. Yeah, little pull.
Yeah, got enough of him. He comes inside, and then he's trying to get back out, and that's the grab.
I don't know. This league is soft. Fucking soft.
Pressure again on that play. This offensive line has its hands full with number 93.
They sure do. The Giants offensively started out well protecting, but they haven't.
Screen, and it's blown up.
Stepping up to make that play is Benjamin St. Juste, the rookie.
And the 15 truck just crashed in the truck race.
St. Juste, they went after him last
Tanner
week.
Gray.
He gave up some plays, but overall, I thought his coverage was good. They just some great catches, and you hate to see
2nd and 8, Giants are already lined up, ready to go again. They go run, and Chase Young brings him down for no gain.
Play made by Young.
3rd and 8. Sack fumble, sack fumble, sack fumble.
At the line of scrimmage. And so this is making things tough right now on Jason Garrett on what to call. Can they protect and give Jones a chance?
Yep. Got to get the ball out quick if you're Daniel Jones, but I hope he holds on to it. Chase Young just exploded off that side, but he's not going to get there. Ugh. Good tackle. 4th down. 4th and 3 at the Washington 5.
Not easy to do either because Sterling Shepard, he's trying to run a little.
They're going to go field goal here.
There in the middle, you're going to see him. Jamin Davis has to be the one who hangs with him.
They're going to take the chippy field goal.
And then more importantly, he makes the tackle.
That was a great tackle.
Jamin Davis is raw, but a first-round pick from Kentucky, 3rd linebacker taken. Linebackers are in good hands. And you're coached by Jack Del Rio and Ron Rivera. 23-yard try here by Gannett.
Man, I can't believe you guys didn't come hang out Monday night. That was like the game of the century. Kick is good, 10-7 Giants. You're here for the G-Men and the fucking football team, but Raiders-Ravens didn't interest anyone.
Now by 3 at 10-7.
I was all about that game. I had a feeling that game was going to be wild. However, I think the Chiefs-Ravens game Sunday night's going to get out of control, but it'll be a good fantasy day for me. Tyreek Hill gets about 300 yards. 300. He's going to put up Madden numbers, 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. And my poor opponent with the Ravens defense. Poor bastard.
All right, well, Washington about to get it back, and remember they had the touchdown called back because of that hold downfield on C.J. Gord that was iffy. It was iffy for sure, and I'm with you. Real time, it didn't even look like much in slow motion. And the 4-point penalty here. Instead of the touchdown, they have to settle for 3. Just not a lot there. Daniel Jones on that play ends up with a 46-yard run. He's got 74 rush yards in the game. And that's why people look at his arm talent, his ability to throw the deep ball, the way he can run. I mean, all the pieces are there. Yeah, they're all there, and you know, they're slowly acquiring them. It's you know, he can play better at times as well. We all know that, but he also has to have some protection. He's hung in there today under duress after the first couple of possessions. Here's Carter, can't get to the 20. Deion crossing down there to make the stop. Time for tonight's Next Gen Stats, powered by AWS, and we've talked about this matchup. Terry McLaurin against James Bradbury. We look at tonight on the right and Week 9 last year. 1 catch last year, already 3. 39 yards and a score. Yeah, well, James Bradbury, you know, this whole defense didn't play well last week, but James Bradbury struggled even by his own admission. Patrick Graham, the defensive coordinator, would love to just play.
I love when somebody sends me a 2.5-minute long message. I'm like, you do know I'm watching football, right? Nice run, Gibson. First down.
Run by Antonio Gibson.
Woohoo!
A lot of room there, and he ends up getting 10 and a first down. Yeah, I think that was one.
Yeah, it was a wild game. I'm surprised I got to finish streaming it because the NFL kept kicking me off. Apparently, you can't play sound of Monday Night Football now.
And it was because Ron Rivera watched him in college, and his style.
It is so hot in here. I'm about to punch a hole in the wall. It should not be that hot in here.
But he, you know, you think for a wide receiver.
Nice run for Gibson.
They wouldn't run with the kind of power that he's able to.
Check down to Gibson. No gain. Good tackle by Bradbury. That's the first good play James Bradbury's made all night.
Christina?
Yeah, I talked to Antonio Gibson before the game, and his eyes got big when I asked him about being a full-time running back for now his second year in Washington. He said he still feels like he's still learning the position, still getting comfortable with it. He feels like he's getting better as the game goes on, as the workload increases, but he loves it, and he continues to emerge at this position.
Had a great rookie season, as Troy said. 5th among rookies in rushing yards, 5th in yards from scrimmage. Tied for first with 11 touchdowns as Heineke throws.
Finally, a wide open Logan Thomas gets a catch. Heineke didn't miss him that time.
Catch by Logan Thomas over the middle for 24. Well, great job by Heineke. The Giants are trying to disguise coverage. They're trying to show a single high safety, but he goes out this way, and then you've got him moving back to the middle. So Heineke recognizes that it's a too-deep look, and he's able to hit
screen to Humphreys. Spins out of a tackle. First down.
Good strong spin.
Nice job.
Adam Humphreys for 12 and another first down and out of bounds with 2:18 left. You get a big play like that, and all of a sudden you get the defense then on their heels, and you're able to go after and attack them a little bit. And that's what Heineke and Washington are doing right now. They restart the game clock as it winds down to 2:05.
Pump fake on the screen. Now he throws the screen. Humphreys again, who stumbles. Turf monster.
Ends up going down.
Went down, got back up, and was out of bounds. If he was in bounds, he could have kept running. He was never touched.
6-yard catch and run.
2-minute warning.
Washington football team down, but on the move before half.
I'm thirsty again. Yeah, I saw Hocevar's paint scheme. I like it. You know, when the Raiders got down to the goal line, first of all, when they scored that first game-winning touchdown, I knew the guy was short. I knew he was going to be short of the goal line. So they started celebrating. I said, yep, they're going to celebrate, and then they'll find a way to fuck this up. I was calling it already. I was like, they're going to fuck this up. They're going to fuck this up. And then sure enough, Carr gets stuffed on the quarterback sneak. Then they get a false start, and then he throws a good pass, but it gets deflected and intercepted. I'm like, you fucking idiots. I knew it. Luckily, it had a happy ending. My morbid curiosity really compels me to want to watch the Falcons and the Bucks. But I'm way more interested in the Chargers and the Cowboys. And I want to watch Justin Herbert play. Especially against the Cowboys. They're not going to have Randy Gregory or DeMarcus Lawrence. I should pick up Herbert in fantasy, but I'm going to stick with my man Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray against Minnesota is what I'm sticking with. But, man, I thought about picking up Justin Herbert because he went undrafted in my league.
Just a big-time play. Heineke 4 for 4 on this drive. Hands to McKissick.
Ooh, McKissick. Oh, he just got tripped.
He had a lot of room.
God, that was going to be a big gain. Got a first down anyway.
He had some blockers out there, too. These wide receivers
Gibson and McKissick were both in on this play. Gibson drew most of the attention. And, man, if McKissick didn't trip up. 3rd and 1. Oh, they didn't give him the first?
Timeout taken.
Is it a timeout or is it a review? It's inside of 2 minutes. Could be a review. Yeah, I think he got the first down.
Look at that previous play. That would come from the booth.
Halftime, we're just going to watch the truck race, I guess.
Because he was going down.
Looks like Sheldon Creed's dominating.
His own man or his own feet.
Brandon Finger's in 4th. If he wins, I got $11 or whatever. 18's got a tire rub, a pretty serious tire rub. Well, it looks that way in the corner.
I didn't see him trip over anybody, so that should be first down.
Why didn't Washington wear the yellow pants? My favorite Washington uniform is the white jersey with the yellow pants and the striped socks. Anytime I play as Washington, I would almost play Madden tonight just so I could play as Washington with the white jerseys and the yellow socks. I mean, the white jersey and the yellow pants. Okay, they reviewed that to not give them the first. Are they fucking blind?
Mike Pereira is with us. Mike, they are airing on
yeah, Pereira, help me out.
They are definitely staying with more calls this year.
Well, they are, but in this case, clearly...
Well, if they're staying with more calls, what's the fucking point of having reviews anyway? If they're just going to say, fuck it, stay with the call. NFL officiating, ladies and gentlemen.
They did stay with it, as you said.
3rd and 1. They go back to the ground. They get the first. Okay. Carry on about your business. 1:15 and counting. Washington has 3 timeouts.
With over a minute to go and still 3 timeouts left for Washington.
New York gets the ball to start the second half.
With regard to the timeouts, the time on the scoreboard. Heineke protected.
Checks it down to McKissick, who's wide open. Gain of 7. Take a timeout. Take a timeout. 50 seconds where they're not taking the timeout. Okay.
They're going to let it roll. They're going to keep the pressure on the Giants. Giants are fatigued. They're not getting any pressure on him right now.
This better be a good chunk play here to get to 1st and goal. It is. McLaurin's wide open. Down to the 11. Now take a timeout. Timeout with 34 seconds.
Now timeout Washington with 34 seconds left.
Boy, I wish I had McLaurin on my fantasy team.
As they trail by 3.
It's okay. I'll get mine Sunday with Tyreek Hill and DeAndre Hopkins. Can you believe I got Tyreek Hill and DeAndre?
Bradbury and
6 for 6 on that touchdown drive. And he has not thrown an incompletion on this possession. Well, even that last play, Joe, they've got 4 across zone coverage. Down here, look how soft Bradbury is. Even, you know, the safeties are.
We got another caution in the truck race.
That it's just pitch and catch. I mean, it's like there's no defense covering anybody. As soft as they've been.
McKissick down here as a wide receiver.
Heineke 6 for 6 on this possession. First down.
Good pocket.
Pass caught. De'Ami Brown.
Timeout again.
Inside the 5. Timeout taken by Washington after a gain of 7. Coming up, the Lexus halftime report. Good game.
Very good game.
These are two teams, you know.
This is my first Joe and Troy game of the year. I didn't really listen to them Sunday because they were calling the Saints-Packers blowout.
You start out the year 0-2. Now, these teams playing in the NFC East, it's anybody's guess as to what that might mean within this division. Giants have started 0-2, 7 of the last 8 years. Started last year 1 for 7, but made that run and fell just short. Here's Logan Thomas. This is the guy they like down here in the red zone.
Blitz. Blitz. They don't get their Heineke. Oh.
By this defense.
Call timeout.
Tackles made by Big Leonard Williams.
3rd and 1. God, I thought he was going to be able to get up the middle and get that touchdown. It looked a lot like the Daniel Jones touchdown, but they got enough of him to bring him down.
Thomas had been running an out route. He catches that and he scores. But instead, he was running kind of a wheel route, if you will, to the pylon, and Heineke didn't like the look.
I didn't like the look either. He made the right call to run it here.
Tries to get what he can. Heineke put on 10.
Boy, you better throw an incomplete pass here or get out of bounds or something, because you're out of timeouts and you'll be on 4th down and not able to spike it. And you'll have to run the Chinese fire drill field goal setup in like 10 seconds. It's a 3rd and 1. This better be to the end zone or incomplete. They can get a first down at the 1, which is odd. Giants take their last timeout.
3rd and final timeout. First half, New York. 30-second timeout.
Philadelphia Eagles really look good.
Yeah, the Eagles look good. It was the Falcons, Joe. Let's not get too excited. I bet the 49ers beat the brakes off the Eagles.
When you think about the difference,
that's going to be one of my picks of the week there, Michael. 49ers over Eagles.
But that offensive line looks so much better.
Even without Jason Verrett or Raheem Mostert.
Out there last year. Yeah, they did look good. I think they were one of the real surprises in week 1, the way that they were able to come out and put it together the way that they did. 32-6 over Atlanta.
3rd and 1 from the New York 2. McKissick, touchdown. Why was it not Gibson, you bastards? Draw play to McKissick, scores. They didn't fucking give it to Gibson. Washington takes the lead.
Go 3rd and 1, no timeouts.
That's ballsy. I mean, 3rd and 1, no timeouts.
That left side, they open it up, give him a lane. That's great execution. That's a heck of a drive by Taylor Heineke.
Extra point is good. 14-10 Washington. It is 14-10. I forget that anybody watching that's not watching the game can't see the score because I can't use the drive chart because I'm streaming off the PlayStation. This is going well. I like streaming off the PlayStation, actually. This works.
He had 80 catches last year. Yeah, I've always liked him. I mean, he's had some injuries, but he can do a lot of things.
And this definitely opens me up to watch any game I want to watch on Sundays.
Some of the things that he's able to do as a receiver because of his background, but they really like J.D. McKissick, and he's predominantly their 3rd down guy, and he showed on that possession the things that he's able to do. He can run the football. He's tough. He's excellent catching the ball, and he can line up and run routes
almost like a wide receiver as well. They've got some weapons. You know, last year, when you look at this offense, and like you talked about, Joe, they're without Curtis Samuel, who I do like, and he's going to have a role within this team when he comes back. But last year, they really didn't have a number 2 guy opposite of Terry McLaurin. But De'Ami Brown has come in as a rookie and really impressed. And so he's already emerged as that guy. But they've got a lot of different ways that they can come after a defense now. And unfortunately for Ryan Fitzpatrick, he goes down. And starting their second quarterback in as many weeks. But Taylor Heineke is the beneficiary of some of the pieces they have.
Ford on the return. No timeouts left for either side.
Well,
As Ford is out to the 24.
Says something that's opposite of me or something that might be wrong.
Talk about new quarterbacks. Our quarterbacks with new teams. In week 1, 15 teams with new quarterbacks, second most all time. You look at some of those names.
Yeah, Robert, things are going well.
Bridgewater, very good.
Defense has got to get me some turnovers, though. More sacks and some turnovers. Giants are going to take a knee and go to the half. They get the ball to start the second. And now, during halftime, we are going to shift focus to the truck race for halftime. 14-10, Washington at the half.
Good half for football, 14-10 home team. Washington on top. Stay tuned, the Lexus halftime report comes your way next.
And the Cowboys are going to lose to the Chargers Sunday. It should be a good week for you. Whew, my neck feels weird. Need a chiropractor. I just realized I'm doing ceiling work tomorrow, so it's going to feel even weirder. I hate doing ceiling work. We don't have a lot to do, but it's going to be ceiling bullshit. That's what always makes my neck feel weird. I don't even know if I'll go straight to bed after the game. I took a nap earlier. I'd stay up for a little bit. Play some GTA 5M or something. Who knows what time I'll be having to work in the morning, because my dad's like, I got to go meet up with him and then go eat with him. So I'm like, yeah, it'll be like 9 o'clock. Hopefully. I don't mind. It's fucking Friday, man. It's indoor work, so I'm not getting out of it, even though it's raining here off and on. All right, let's watch a truck race for a little bit. All right, people who are here for football, I doubt any of you are. I'm pretty sure everybody here knows my stuff. It's like, this ain't football. What's the fucking noise in the background?
There to me, Vince, is Austin Hill. He really needs those points, and he was able to have a great run in that stage. Now we're 50.
I have no idea what's happened in this race other than Sheldon Creed's dominated and there's been a lot of wrecks. A lot of cautions. Well, as a Falcons fan, Robert, I'll tell you not to get too happy. There's a whole half to go. Daniel Jones is undefeated against y'all, which is like embarrassing, but I think that's going to change. I think Washington wins the game. 14-10, Washington. Kurt Busch is on commentary. I didn't even know because I haven't listened to a bit of this tonight. I hope Kurt Busch wins on Saturday night, unless it knocks one of my guys out of the playoffs. Even then, I'd probably still be happy to see Kurt Busch win.
They're going to have a ton of trucks that they've got a knife through to work their way back up if they want to try to collect stage points in stage 2. We'll take the green on stage.
Well, never mind. They're going to commercial, and the Thursday game's on commercial. So now we just sit here in silence. Now look at this Giants thing. I didn't even look to see who the 3 players my Madden has on the screen. Hey, new YouTube thing on my shitty updated phone. Can you go full screen again? Saquon, Kenny Galladay, Bradbury, Ren Sheriff, Jonathan Allen. Okay. Yeah, in Madden 21, I downloaded a Madden 22 roster. And there you go. I've got Madden 22, as in the roster downloaded into Madden 21. Even if, I mean, I'd never really play Madden now, but if I wanted to, I'd have an updated roster.
Doing great in the second half because the Giants really have no answer for this front four pass rush of the Washington football team.
Daniel Jones is leading the Giants right now in rushing, and I need Saquon Barkley to be doing that. You see, Jason Garrett did an outstanding job.
I've got to put shorts on. I'm dying.
Involved, but after that, we haven't seen much from him. And you can see after the first 15, Jason Garrett's offense is starting to wither. But you can get back on track by giving Quan the ball.
I like how he has gotten Barkley outside with some short passes.
Yes.
Man. But also, you're right. Daniel Jones is a part of the run game for the Giants tonight.
Well, Daniel Jones is the run game from how it looks.
As you mentioned in the pregame show, the last time we saw Daniel Jones on a Thursday night, he took a little bit of a spill. Tonight, making up for that 1,000%.
Yeah, this time Daniel Jones didn't slip, but he had a wide receiver get called for holding.
After their offensive lineman, the Giants did, was hurt, Nick Gates, when he was carted off the field. So our thoughts go out to him as well.
Yes. Tough injury right there, but you hope he can come back. And the Giants are going to.
If Washington wins and Creed wins, I get 5. Hell yeah. So what you're saying is I'm gonna get $5 tonight. You're very generous, Michael. Single-handedly supporting my streaming career.
That's right. We have a whole other half of
Literally single-handedly.
Hey guys, you can watch NFL Game Pass. You can catch every single snap from every game with full game replays or watch a condensed game in 45 minutes. It's great. Go to NFL.com/Game Pass to start your free trial today. Daniel Jones there with the opening.
New York Giants to receive the second half kick. Washington 14, New York Giants 10.
What a night it's been so far for these two teams in the NFC East.
Hey, get this. I'm scrolling Facebook, right? And a friend of mine shared something about post-COVID conditions, also known as long COVID. Ongoing health problems that happen 4 weeks or more after being infected, blah, blah, blah. So, potential side effects: hair loss. I think I'm doing good there. Anxiety. That's not new. Fatigue. If it gets hot, yeah, I get more tired than I used to. Depression. Difficulty in thinking. No, but I was never that smart. Difficulties in concentration. Not really. Taste, smell loss. Thank God I never had that problem. Dude, I ate so good when I had COVID. I was eating like ribs and shit from Chili. Ribs and cheese fries from Chili's. I had that like 3 days in a row when I had COVID. Dizziness. No. Insomnia. No, I sleep like a baby. Headache. So I think I've gotten off easy. I'll credit the vaccine for that. I also credit the vaccine for the fact that the worst thing I felt during COVID was a sore throat for 2 days. Don't worry, I'm sure next year I will get COVID again, and next time it'll fucking kill me. So I've got that to look forward to in my future. Next time, COVID will almost assuredly kill me. They're going back to green in the truck. The hell, they've been under caution and on commercial for most of halftime here. So I haven't even gotten to really watch any of this truck race, and halftime's almost over. Sheldon Creed, Matt Crafton, Austin Hill, Zane Smith.
It's fun in ways because it's learning something new. I mean, there's the SNT program that shows you all
Excuse me.
the lines, steering, brake, throttle. I then go to the simulator and crank out laps on my iRacing. I go to the real sim,
Damn.
the Chevy Performance Center. I mean, there's so much work you have to do to try to be as best ready for Sunday when they drop the green because you got no practice anymore. It's become so tough.
Ain't got no practice.
Just get in it. When you get to the track, you blow it out.
Go Sheldon Creed, unless Enfinger can win.
It still comes down to these old school type restarts. It's some short track action. Sheldon Creed and that.
Good God, John Hunter 3 wide, about 10 trucks back. Austin Hill into second. Ooh, boy, it's Johnny Sauter. Chandler Smith was smart to back out of that. Friesen forcing the issue under Zane Smith for fourth. Don't worry, I love football, but I still love racing, although you might not be able to remember that this time of year. Lap 69, nice. Hey, I caught that tonight. laps at Bristol are so fast, I feel like I'm going to see a good chunk of this race before... Oh, snap. Hard Knocks in season. The Indianapolis Colts. The weekly series premieres November 17th at 10 o'clock on HBO Max. So the Colts are going to have Hard Knocks mid-season. That should be way more interesting than the Cowboy. Oh, the 51's in the wall off of 2, and he gets hit. And we got a parking lot on the backstretch. 51 hit the wall and then started getting ran into by everybody.
Had nowhere to go as Dollar spun around.
Drew Dollar. Didn't he just show his ass in the ARCA race a little while ago? Oh, no, not Danny Bond. I'll tell you what. That's a lot of damage. So Hard Knocks in season, November 17th on HBO. I'm excited about that. I didn't even bother watching the finale of the Cowboys Hard Knocks because it had been fucking boring. And then I read the reviews, and yes, it was fucking boring, so I didn't even watch the Cowboys season finale. But an NFL team on Hard Knocks during the season is much more interesting to me.
And every now and then, at a place like Bristol, it's going to step up and bite you, and that sounds like what Drew thinks happened there. That's what I was going to say. Is like the lap times are so fast here. If you miss that traction compound like just a little bit early in a run, when everybody's cranking out those lap times, and you're still somewhat on cooler tires, it's tough. One little slip up leads to a pretty big mess here at Bristol.
Mentioned Young's Motorsports. We saw earlier the 20 truck of Spencer Boyd.
And all this new update to my phone did was make it slower.
Climbing in to the safety vehicle after his 12 truck suffered too much damage to continue on. And the crew's having a conversation with Drew Dollar inside that 51.
I think we need more tow trucks. It's a big mess here. So, he's trying to get underneath another truck. Just the real estate closes up quick, and then right there he lets off the brake, and that causes it. It's tough, dog. You don't know what's going on. No, there's so many trucks in the same spot. But yeah, it looks like he just got loose. He was trying to battle for position underneath Purdy, and it came around on him. Great job by the 9 of Colby Howard making his way below it. See, after that, it's just a mess.
And that's what Bristol can do to you when you get...
Hey, man, you know you can wreck at Bristol.
You have nowhere to go, and it can put an end to your night in a hurry. And that's what these championship caliber and contending drivers are hoping does.
Kiss Cruise is coming up. They sent us our laminates and luggage tags, and we did our online check-in and shit, so all systems go in about 40 days or whatever it is now. I think I can start getting excited. Another payday, I'm going to book my flight to Fort Lauderdale or Miami or wherever I'm going.
It's been a long time since the trucks have raced here. And guys are struggling. One yellow leads to another yellow. I mean, we just got... Watch Danny Bone. He had made it through the
Danny Bone.
Down the back straightaway. The truck slid up from the bottom.
You know, the great thing about when I travel so light. I bring a backpack with me. I don't have to check luggage or anything, and the backpack stays with me the whole time. I can get 6 days worth of clothes and all that shit in this backpack, and it's not even big. I'm a man. You know how men are. We're efficient. I travel so light. This girl I stay with on the cruise, she brings like 10 fucking suitcases and like 4 bags. I'm like, how much is your fucking luggage when you go to the airport? Sweet girl, but and the truck race under red flag. And football's coming back on, so thank God there's a football game on, or I'd be really frustrated.
Welcome back. Time for Game Flow, presented by Progressive.
I'm such a tight ass. I will make myself uncomfortable to save a few dollars. Oh, yes, Matty Ice and the hapless Falcons going to Tampa Bay on Sunday. I'm sure everybody's really excited for that. The memes will be glorious.
Rushing yards. Strength is in the stats, so pick wisely, my friend, for your team and in the garage.
Hey, game, I thought you were coming back on. I'll be right back. That's really annoying when my messenger won't even fucking load.
On
Anyway, football's back on.
For the first play from scrimmage, let's send it down to Aaron Andrews.
And Joe, I have to be honest, when I talked to Joe Judge about what they were going to do defensively about this Washington football team's offense, he didn't want to elaborate too much on it. He kept telling me, we just need to finish, we need to worry about the penalties, and we need to go out there and make Tyler Henneke play as a quarterback. And I said, yes, but what are you going to do to slow them down? And that's what he repeated. So obviously, I'm not getting the full story. I'm sure the team did in the locker room.
Well, he did learn from Bill Belichick.
It's tough to understand for anybody who's from outside the racing world, but most people in the racing world would agree with me that, yeah, they should just be able to, like, punch, sail it, and move on.
Sterling made the catch.
I mean, obviously, it gets out of control.
For 17 yards. Really good route. Young wide receivers can take a look at
Sterling Shepard was wide ass open here.
Sets up defenders and gives his quarterback a place to go with the ball. The ball a little bit behind. Could have given him a little bit out in front. Maybe he can run after the catch, but a good start to this drive.
Yeah, I don't know what the 41 was doing there. That was some ARCA shit. Some leftover ARCA stupidity from earlier.
He's only in his 6th year.
Danny Dimes draws clean pocket all the time in the world, and he takes the check down.
Smith. And the tight end just gets 2.
Come on, man. You had a clean pocket, and you take a check down. You Alex Smith pussy. I'm kidding. Better do that than throw a fucking pick. Hey, I can turn my fan off now.
That was all Taylor. He checked out of the play at the line now. 17 of 21 in just his 3rd NFL start defensively. He thought they responded well, but they did give up some big runs because they weren't gaps down. So look for them to clean some of that up here in the second half, guys.
Christina,
oh, offsides. Chase Young. They blow it dead. I'm going to say offsides. I'm hoping false start, but it looked like offsides to me.
I didn't see any movement. It looked to me like
that looked like offsides. I'm with Troy. Yeah.
Defense, number 99. 5-yard penalty. Second out.
And that's exactly who they get. The defensive rookie of the year, Chase Young. He went number 2 overall in the draft, and Joe Judge has been telling everybody, I'm not sure he went high enough. Well, there's only one more place he could have gone. That guy's pretty good too, Joe.
A free 5 yards. And it's the quarterback draw, and they get killed by it again. To the Washington 40.
As he gets 9.
Come on. Washington defense. They haven't done anything to stop that read option quarterback run bullshit.
And Montez is trying to play both sides. He's got his feet parallel to the line of scrimmage to where he can react both ways, but yet Daniel Jones thinks he's just underestimating his speed because he's been able to get on that corner a few times now. 82 rush yards for Jones.
82 rushing yards.
Thrown for 85.
No pressure.
Adds to it here, Barkley.
Oh. Was going to miss that tackle for sure when it was just him and Saquon in the open field.
A little bit skittish in that pocket. He's not seen this kind of time back there in quite a while. He didn't have any kind of time like this on Sunday and most of last year. But, man, after the first couple of possessions, they've been holding up. And on this drive, they're doing a good job.
It's a bootleg. It's a bootleg. Nope, they go run. They'd have had me. I had that pegged all the way. I was thinking bootleg. And Barkley gets tackled for a yard loss by Jonathan Allen.
Just off the line, the free safety, a loss of 1 on the play as Jonathan Allen made that stop. Well, you pack everybody in there like the Giants do here, and not too many teams are going to be able to root those defenders out of the way and get much out of that running game. You're better off trying to spread them out a little bit.
3rd and 7.
First round pick from Alabama in his 5th year.
Straight drop back and a blitz from Washington. Oh, make the tackle.
Shepard won't get there.
There's a flag.
Flag on the play, and St. Juice was there in coverage. Montez Sweat with pressure again. Indication is hold against Washington.
Hold again. Motherfucker. Hold on Washington.
Holding. Defense.
Boo.
5-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Landon Collins. Disappointed.
Look at it right here. Here's Landon Collins.
John Hunter's rotors are catching on fire.
Yeah, up against Kyle Rudolph. He definitely grabs him. It would have been short of the first down there. And well, that's a third first down by penalty for the Giants. They also had a touchdown taken away because of a penalty.
At the 33, toss it back to Saquon, and he gets blown up. That was a bad play call. Bad play call. Did they not watch Buffalo play Pittsburgh Sunday? You got to get up and attack this Washington defense. You can't go backwards and then try to set your feet and get by them. Hell no. Not this defense.
Pushing up and then the play coming right to him. Bostic, who made the move from middle linebacker to the weak side, voted a captain for this defense this year. Veteran Andrew Thomas, 4th overall pick in last year's draft.
Watch the quarterback run. Don't lose contain. Check it down. Make the tackle. Make the tackle. Okay, 3rd and 13.
There's Bostic again, gets 2. On this drive, this offensive line has held up pretty well, and they've given Daniel Jones time to look downfield. He's had a couple of opportunities, but instead he's just come underneath and a little bit conservative with where he's gone with the ball. 3rd down and 14, and short of getting a first down, they'd like to get some more yards for a better field goal try for Gano.
Chase Young. Nope, he got overextended. The Giants will settle for a field goal attempt. They got back to the 30.
As Slayton takes it to the 30, and Gano and the field goal unit comes on.
That was a good game.
Good job there by Daniel Jones, just knowing what he needed to do in order to give Gano an opportunity to get 3 points on the board. Hit from 23. 47-yard try here.
Shank it. Ah, damn it, it's right down the middle.
Just becoming automatic.
14-13 Washington.
32 straight. Graham Gano, 1-point game here in Landover, Maryland.
Good stop to hold him to 3 there after the fucking penalty. I gotta listen to fucking messages again. Because somebody just won't go to bed, leave me alone. Well, they usually try to talk about it first. But if the conversation doesn't go well, it's time to throw hands. Now, there's some drivers, and Brad Keselowski's a good example. He's like, I don't want to fight nobody. I don't do that. I'm not going to fight anybody. I'm like, yeah, because you in the past, he caused so many fucking problems. And so many people wanted to fight him. So, of course, he was like, man, I don't believe in that. We're talking about, me and a friend of mine are talking about the ethics of, like, fighting and racing and like settling your problems after a race. And I told her about how Brad Keselowski's like the big anti-fight guy. Like, I don't believe in that. I don't fight. I'm like, yeah, because you used to cause the most fucking problems and the most people wanted to fight you. So of course you don't agree. He's the only man I ever saw make Matt Kenseth want to be violent. But he don't believe in fights. The Bass Pro Shops NRA night race. I thought the NRA wasn't sponsoring this shit anymore. The NRA. George Carlin was right when he called the NRA a bunch of dickless lunatics. Don't show a Pizza Hut commercial. I want wings, goddammit. I gotta win a bet so I can get some fucking wings in here.
30 years, Super Bowl 26.
Because Papa John's and shit like that's still open.
The coach. Washington defeated Buffalo 37-24. Mark Rippon, the MVP. Joe Gibbs, Super Bowl win 3. Gerald Riggs with a couple of rushing touchdowns. Art Monk had over 100 receiving yards. Darrell Green had a pick. That's 30 years ago. 30 years ago, we went to RFK. They were 10-0. We upset them, and then they went on to obviously win the Super Bowl. And what a great football team that was. I've had a guy down here in front of me all night yelling that was the best team in the history of the league. So
14-13 Washington, return from the goal line.
It was good to have the fans back.
Oh, what a hit.
Calm down. Penalty flag on the return by Carter. Washington hasn't had a whole lot to cheer about over the years, but I think that's going to change with
Ron Rivera is giving Washington fans legitimate hope. The RG3 hope was fleeting.
Unnecessary roughness on the receiving team, number 32 and 87.
The Kirk Cousins, Jay Gruden era had promise, but we all knew the front office was a fucking mess.
Yeah, another one of those things that the league is really.
And we got a personal foul, and Washington's going to back him up.
Kickoff, return teams, and
well, they drove 90 yards for a touchdown earlier, and they'll have to do it again.
But no, I'm visiting with Ron. I'm talking to him about how active they were in trying to find a quarterback this offseason, and they kicked a lot of tires. The prices were a little bit too high, so they went the route of building around that position and then bringing a veteran, much like last year with Alex Smith. Unfortunately for them, they lost Fitzpatrick last Sunday.
Fake it to McKissick. It's a screen to McLaurin. Get the blocks. Didn't get the blocks. Bradbury did a good job shaking that block to blow this play up. Got a few yards.
4 as Bradbury makes the stop. Ron telling us, Rivera that is, they want to do
more caution laps than Green tonight. It looks that way.
The team for the big quarterback addition, build up the offensive line, adding playmakers as they go to free agency, draft, trade. They have a young defense they like. They'll try to add to that, but placeholder Fitzpatrick, he's out. Heineke.
Fake it to Humphreys. Heineke's got all day. He has to check it down there.
Logan Thomas short of a first down.
3rd and 2 now.
By Crowder. Pepper's out there as well. A gain of 4. 3rd and short coming up. Just not able to get the pressure on Heineke. And
the coverage was good. Yeah, good thing the coverage held up because nobody was getting after Heineke.
Heineke's done a good job of is what was stressed to him over the last couple of days by Scott Turner, the offensive coordinator. Look, if it's not there, just come underneath. There's options, and he has been patient with the football. That's why he's completed as many as he has, 19 of 23, like you said.
3rd and 2.
3rd and a couple, Heineke.
Ugly throw by Heineke. Didn't set his feet.
With McKissick in the area and McLaurin.
Got a punt from this field position.
I think Heineke's vision might have gotten blocked by the tackle because he had McKissick right away, but a lot of times the way that offensive tackle sets, when you're the quarterback, you can't see that guy. But he had McKissick immediately in the flat that if he gets it to him, he's able to pick up that first down. Way hits the punt and a fair catch.
I don't like this 3 and out
47-yard punt. Giants get it
at all.
Back. Trailing by 1, 7.5 left.
14-13 Washington. I'll be right back. Jesus. Looks like it's been a pretty weird race. Lots going on, but one clear-cut dominant truck. It's Creed. Creed's the fucking man. You talk about earning that Xfinity ride with RCR. He definitely has earned it. Creed can be a little rough around the edges, but there's no denying the dude's got talent, and he's not a dickhead like a certain somebody in the Xfinity series. He's not a complete dickhead.
By Bud Light Platinum.
Giants getting the ball back after their defense forced a quick 3 and out. I don't like this. All I can hope for now is that the Raiders light up Pittsburgh on Sunday so I don't feel so bad about leaving the Steelers defense on my bench.
Last time the Giants had it, they came away with 3. That's a rookie, Kadarius Toney. Not a factor yet.
Hey, Kadarius Toney has no catches. No pressure on Daniel Jones, who hits Golladay, who almost made a fantastic catch. Beautiful coverage by Fuller. Nearly made a one-handed catch.
They had their shot. That's the first time they've thrown it over 20 yards tonight. And I've seen Kenny Golladay make this catch in his sleep. I mean, he makes some ridiculous circus catches look routine. But they got one-on-one, they got him inside, and they had a lot of field to work with, just unable to connect.
Oh, Daniel Jones fumbled the snap, but there's a flag down.
And that is going to cost the Giants.
False start. They're lucky it was a false start.
Prior to the snap infraction.
Snap infraction, same thing. Remember when the Cowboys lost that game to Washington because of a snap infraction on a field goal attempt? Oh, that just reminded me of that. Made my day. Totally made my day.
You see Fuller on the left arm. Keeps him from being able to get up and help make that play. They got Tony out there, like you said, the rookie. He hasn't had too many offensive snaps.
They go draw, and it gets a yard and a half. 3rd and long now. Let's get this sack fumble on this 3rd down.
One of the 4 first-round draft picks on this.
And Sheldon Creed just won stage 2. Hey, look at Parker Kligerman in the top 10.
And when you get behind the chains like they are now, this is where Daniel Jones has got to be real careful.
Use your legs. They haven't had an answer for that tonight. I bet you they spy him on this 3rd and long. You watch. Nope. Good protect. Oh, he just missed that. Oh, come on.
He got up looking for it.
They got a flag in the secondary, and Sterling Shepard definitely indicates it's on Washington. Show me the fucking replay.
Defense, number 29.
Yeah, a little bit.
That was an easy call. Kendall Fuller, you see that he plays underneath because he had a safety over the top. They doubled inside, and so he gets in the trail position, and then he immediately grabs when they start working back to the ball, and a lot of penalties have kept these drives alive. 5th penalty against Washington's defense. 4 have given the Giants first downs. Good play here, but Sweat.
Good God. Montez Sweat and Chase Young.
And a loss of 9. Well, Montez Sweat blows this up. He's not influenced by Rudolph at all. And this is similar to what we saw on Sunday. When they tried running the reverse to the rookie, Kadarius Toney, and similar situation where the end gets up.
That looked like that fake punt Dallas tried on Washington last year on Thanksgiving. God damn, this pass protection. Ugh. Galladay's got him on a 3rd and like 6 now.
Pressured by Montez Sweat, but Daniel Jones hung in there for a 12-yard completion. Yeah, he throws this one on a rope because, like you said, he's throwing it from the far hash and has to get the ball
3rd and 7
out there, and a pretty good timing there by him to make this at least somewhat of a manageable 3rd down. 3rd and 7. Chase Young took himself out of the game, so he's not
Chase Young off the field on this third down. That sucks. No pressure again. Wide open. Sterling Shepard, first down to the Washington 33.
For the Giants. Washington brought pressure and the offensive line stood strong. They brought
after that play on first down, I was excited.
Sterling Shepard, he's just able to get in behind this.
I don't know why Klickerman doesn't drive full time. I've always liked Parker.
Whether or not Jones was going to see it and have time to throw it.
Play action. Oh, he missed a wide open Galladay. Which they're going to call it a drop on Galladay. It looked high to me.
That completion to Sterling Shepard, and then Galladay had a chance there. Couldn't make the catch. Yeah, good call. Good call there. You're able to pick up good yardage, and that's where some of the rust. I mean, this offense has not played together. They played for the first
that's on
time
Galladay.
on
Never mind. I'm a fool. That's a drop.
Daniel Jones.
I'm just looking to blame Daniel Jones for anything. So I can mock that draft pick forever that they used on him. Giants are right there in field goal range.
Jones completing at 75%.
Chase Young still not on the field. He's going to the end zone. He's got Galladay. Touchdown. No, it's not Galladay. It's Slayton.
Touchdown.
I saw somebody that open. I thought it had to be Galladay, but it was Slayton. Touchdown. Well, I'm not going to get shit out of the Washington defense for fantasy.
That was by Daniel Jones and a catch by Darius Slayton for the lead. And Jones had his choice. He could either take Darius Slayton up the left sideline or he could take Kenny Galladay up the right sideline. He likes Slayton.
He had them both.
It's the guy he knows best. He's got the speedster one-on-one with press coverage, and he throws a perfect ball.
Yeah, that's a touchdown.
33-yard completion to Slayton, who came in with only one touchdown over his previous 16 games. That was big.
Extra point's good. 20-14, New York Giants over Washington.
And for the Giants, their longest pass play of the night.
Well, shit.
Just dropped in beautifully by
I got to turn my fan back on. It's hot in here again because I'm mad.
Good game in Landover.
That's it. I'm going fishing. Trevor Lawrence kind of looks like one of them ugly female porn stars with no boobs or no ass. That's random. He's in that Bose commercial.
Bicky Bob, Bo Bo, Bicky Bob, Bo.
I said not to.
You boo. Bicky Bob, Bo Bo, Bicky Bob, Bo.
That's been stuck in my head all day. Dale Gribble going, B-I-B-A-B, B-U-Boo, B-By, Bicky Bo, B-Bo, Bo. It happens so rarely in the NFL, but when it does, it's always hilarious. Like, I remember one time, Raiders always hated each other. Well, they had been on different teams over the years and had almost gotten in fights before. A couple of years ago, these dudes just straight up started brawling in the middle of a fucking game, to the point where you think the fight's broken up and another fight breaks out, and then you look in the end zone and these two dudes are standing in the end zone squaring up like they're about to just have a legitimate fight. They're like, come on, man, square. And they are legit squaring up and swinging at each other. And I was fucking dying. Of course, they all got thrown out of the fucking game and fined and shit. So I think they might have got suspended because it was that bad. That's like one of the few times I've seen it really get out of hand in football. It's always crazy when that happens. Football fights are crazier because they happen so rarely. Hey, you guys remember that time Michael Crabtree and Aqib Talib got in a fight? Well, which time? I guess the time when they were with the Broncos and Raiders. That shit was funny.
Thursday Night Football presented by Bud Light Platinum. Everybody getting their money's worth tonight. 6-point game. Under 5 to go, third quarter.
B-A-B, B-U-B. Stop with your licensed music. lawyers are going to break down my door any minute now. God, they really went right back to commercial, eh? I had a couple Marty Reed moments tonight. I thought Slayton was Galladay from far away because I couldn't see the jersey number. If Marty Reed called NFL football, Vince Welch and Adam Alexander make me miss Marty Reed. B-A-B, B-U-Boo, B-Bye-Bicky-Bo, B-Bo. Okay, 20-14, New York Giants. Both quarterbacks are playing pretty well.
Look at the numbers for both quarterbacks. Very good.
Almost dead even. Jones slightly better with the rushing yards.
Ball game for either side.
Get the ball to Gibson. There you go. There you go. Yes! Break the tackle. Steamroll. 8 yards. I'll take it. You got to get him in the end zone at some point tonight.
Got 7. Yeah, real strong run there on that left side and try to get something going. Washington's defense has been out there on the field now a little bit here in this second half. Try to sustain a drive here offensively, give them a break, take this thing down the field. Heineke in his 3rd NFL start.
Good pocket for Heineke. Oh! Deflected and nearly picked. Good read, but it got popped up in the air, and that was dangerous, and there's a flag.
Into the air. Humphreys was the target, and the call's against the Giants.
Yeah, it's on the G-man, so this will be a first down for Washington.
Joe Judge is...
Defense, number 24.
I didn't see much there. Let's see it in slow motion. He's trying to...
A touch early. Bradbury hit Humphrey in the back, but is that really worth a flag? Oh, well, I'll take it.
Yeah, there it is, right in the back. The penalty, the contact. Joe Judge is arguing that he was trying to make a play on the ball, which, yeah, he is, but contact was made on the receiver. That's the first real mistake that Taylor Heineke has made. There was good coverage and nowhere to really...
I don't know, Troy. I kind of like that throw.
But he ends up with the penalty and a first
But the penalty bails him out.
yards.
Fake it to Gibson. Good pocket. Humphreys, who's really underrated.
And rides Blake Martinez out of bounds for the gain of 8. Back to the penalty. You see right here, he arrives.
Ball should have got there a little sooner.
Through the back of Humphreys.
Just a tick sooner. But then they probably wouldn't have got the penalty.
Well, Joe Judge doesn't like it, but that was a good call.
Now they go back to Gibson.
First down.
Breaks a big run. Oh, he had one man to beat. Down to the New York 24.
Now Washington getting on a roll as Gibson picks up 14. Well, it's offensive line. They're working in unison and really doing a nice job. Between the center, Chase Roulier, and Brandon Sheriff, they're pushing up and working up to that second level. You see there's Brandon Sheriff, and then Roulier, he's working.
You know why I drafted Jameis Winston on my fantasy team? For the 2 times the Saints play the Falcons this year. Drop back. Oh, Heineke going to the end zone. Oh. Well covered. Slightly overthrown.
Adoree Jackson was back there for New York. The right idea. He put it up where he needed to in order to give his guy a shot. This offensive line for Washington has allowed just 1 sack. That came on their first drive. 2nd and 10.
Gibson. Gibson's really good at finding a hole where there's really not a hole.
Give him 3. As Darnay Holmes, the nickel corner, is up to make the stop.
3rd and 7.
3rd down here. Yeah, big 3rd down here. And what is Patrick Graham going to call defensively? With a 4-man rush, they just haven't really been able to get much pressure on Heineke. There's Patrick Graham. They brought 1 blitz earlier in this half off the edge, but other than that, not too much.
Here comes a blitz. Oh, you better get rid of it. Oh, he's half a yard short. God damn it. There's a flag. Please tell me it's roughing.
The flag is down in the area of the line of scrimmage. It's a hold against Washington.
Fuck.
Holding. Offense. Number 76. 10-yard penalty. Third down.
On top of that, Heineke took a hit.
It happens in the NFL.
Well, at first, I thought maybe they were going to call the
I've
Giants
seen
for a
guys
hit
get
on the quarterback.
suspended.
And instead, they get
But
Cosme,
usually what they get suspended for is
the rookie right tackle.
wrecking someone in a game.
This time, the Giants
I'd
do
rather
bring
get punched in
pressure,
the
as you
face than
see.
get
They
wrecked in the
show a
ball.
zone blitz, and they drop out underneath it.
Which I've seen before. Which got a guy suspended.
There's the hold on Cosme on Lorenzo Carter.
Third and 17. Check it down to Gibson. Get me some yards. Now McKissick's in. You cannot take the sack. He escapes it. Runs to the sideline, gain of 1. Kick the fucking field goal. Heineke almost took that sack out of field goal range. I was about to lose it.
And that would have put Washington out of field goal range, but as it is, he gets 1 yard. It's fourth down, and the field goal unit comes on. 49-yard try by Hopkins. Missed from 51 against the Chargers here on Sunday.
Hopkins, 49 yards. Right down the middle. Beautiful. 20-17, New York Giants. Minute and 30 to go in the third. That last play was an inch away from being a fucking disaster.
As this tilts in the NFC East.
Boy, I really regret starting the Washington defense. I hope the Pittsburgh defense gets lit up on Sunday, so at least I don't feel bad about leaving them on my bench. Robert, are you here? How you feeling? Frustrated? I'd be mildly frustrated. I am frustrated because your defense is letting me down tonight. Excuse me. Look at my pick, Grannon Finger sitting there in third. I'm just happy to be that close to the front with a race pick in a race that's been so heavily dominated by one guy. We're going to restart with 64 to go. It's Sheldon Creed and Carson Hocevar. We better get a damn good race Saturday night. It's Bristol. Come on, it's going to be a great fucking race. Let's be real. An average race at Bristol is fantastic. Really think we're going to hit the Bristol dirt race next year, too. That's going to be a Sunday night race, which is really cool. 20-17, New York Giants.
In Washington, these two quarterbacks, for different reasons, had the jury out on them coming in. For Heineke, he just hasn't played, making just his third NFL start. He's played really well. And
My chair keeps making a squeaky noise. If I was farting, I'd tell you. But it's actually my chair up against the post of my bed because I have no fucking room in here. Although I have more room than I used to have, so I'm pretty happy.
Beautiful touchdown throw a moment ago to Slayton.
I can actually stretch out in my floor now with the room I've made in here.
He's had times when he's had good protection and has allowed him to operate. He hasn't had a lot of that during his career.
And we'll welcome you back inside the broadcast booth. I'm Joe Buck along with Troy
Aikman, a veteran of this NFC East bullshit.
Long run of 41 yards. We haven't seen much from Saquon Barkley, so we came in talking about the ground game and, the need to get that going. That really hasn't clicked in except for that one run.
No, and so you look at their rushing numbers. He had the long run, and then, of course, the long run by Daniel Jones. And you just wonder right now, looking at this game, heck of a ball game. But you just wonder what defense, so far, no turnovers in this game. What defense is going to make the play to give their offense a short field?
Come on. Almost said Skins defense. I'll say Washington football defense. No fucking pressure. God damn it. Slayton's wide open for a first.
Touchdown a moment ago. 13 yards and a first down.
Slayton's getting it rolling now.
And as he has had those times with more protection, and he's had it here in the second half, he's
Washington's defensive line's going back to their LA Chargers performance
confident with those guys up front
in the second half.
And he's delivering the football with some authority.
No pressure again. Wide ass open to the Washington 40.
And Caden Smith to Washington's 40.
It's about pressure. That's all this is.
Such a nice job. Caden Smith is going to come across.
Like I said early in the game, we know the talent that the Giants have at receiver and tight end. Now it's just about Washington's got to get pressure. And they're not getting any. And it's killing me. Look, no pressure. Oh, whoa, a dropped interception. Oh, there's a flag down anyhow. Ineligible downfield on New York. That's good. Nearly had an interception there. Holcomb dropped it.
Ineligible player legally downfield prior to the pass on the offense number 69. 5-yard penalty. First down.
It's Billy Price, the center.
Watch Holcomb 55 on this. I mean, you see the man downfield, but I'm watching Holcomb here lurking in the middle of the field, and he pops up. That's a fucking Madden pass block there.
Because when they run that read option type action, RPOs in the backfield, the officials typically don't see it. You see a lot of linemen down the field when they start running those types of things, but they caught him there.
Giants made the deal to get Price on the 30th of August. Traded B.J. Hill, defensive lineman, and a conditional 7th-round pick, and here he is now, the center.
5-man rush, still no fucking pressure. Galladay's wide ass open. Gain of 10.
Nice pick up there on 1st and 15 of 10 as he worked.
And that'll end the third quarter. So help me God.
Kind of going through a progression there. He starts to his left, and I hate to belabor the point, but it just hasn't been many.
No, you don't, Troy.
He's been able to sit in the pocket like he has in this half and throw the football.
I hate to belabor the point, you liar.
Fourth quarter coming up. Thursday night football presented by Bud Light.
Thursday night football. Actually a good game. I don't expect that next week with fucking Carolina and Houston. I don't even want to look at the fantasy numbers. I'll do that after the game. Oh, Jennifer Jo Cab just wrecked. Not Jennifer Jo Cab. Oh no. More caution laps. In this race, I'm really glad I'm not paying much attention to. I'm really glad I'm not paying much attention to that race. Man, that's a bad wreck. We have a caution. That shit last Sunday night is the only time this year I will willingly watch a Chicago Bears game, other than the other primetime games here. And I don't think I'm going to be seeking out the Bears on any Sunday afternoon games, do you? Fourth quarter time, New York Giants 20, Washington 17.
Daniel Jones, and he's able to check out the field. He sees the left, he's looking for his hot reads, nothing comes, then he works back, holding defenders, comes back, and then completes this pass. And you just see a guy in this half throwing the football with a lot of authority, confidence that he's going to be protected. Now, if you're Washington, you're saying, where are these 4 former first-round draft picks, and
where is the pass rush?
Feel is maybe the weakest offensive line in football, and they've certainly shuffled the deck again here tonight.
Comes a corner blitz, and they get there. Fuller with the corner sack. Puts the Giants on a 3rd and long, just out of field goal range. Finally, a goddamn blitz.
Then they're going to bring extra, and here comes Kendall Fuller right off the edge.
Chase Young was right behind him, too.
But they were just too quick for him, and so Jones.
3rd and 11 at the Washington 42.
A loss of 6, which knocks the Giants out of field goal range for the moment.
Here comes another blitz. Look out! Oh! Makes a nice throw to Shepard, who's about 3 or 4 yards short of the first.
But inside field goal range are the Giants after that 8-yard completion. And Joe Judge is going to settle for the field goal and not go.
Judge is going to puss out here and kick the field goal.
He's got a free rusher coming right at him, and he's able to retreat enough to deliver a strike. You see there, he's got Cole Holcomb who's barreling down on him, and then he's able to put the ball on the money in order to give Gano an opportunity.
Chicago's favored.
Under pressure.
52-yard field goal attempt from Gano, who's made a lot of these over the years. Unfortunately, he makes that one. 23-17, New York Giants.
6-point game. How about Daniel Jones not dumping it off, making great decisions, looking confident, pushing the ball downfield, running at the right times. Strong effort tonight. Giants by 6.
Well, well, well. I'm not liking this. I don't even care if Washington wins or loses. I mean, I want them to win, but come on. I wish the defense had fucking shown up tonight. Barry McCockiner said, Hard Knocks, Indianapolis Colts, 1 hour of team doctors chasing Carson Wentz around the facility with the Pfizer vaccine. Oh, man. Johnny Sauter's 5th. We don't hear Johnny Sauter complain much anymore now that he's irrelevant. Kind of miss Johnny Sauter being a whiny bitch. Man, they raced me too hard. He and Ty Gibbs should be teammates or something. God, that Pizza Hut commercial looks fucking good. And it's almost 11 o'clock at night. Somebody talked me out of wasting money on wings here in a little bit. Because I'm thinking about it.
About 5 miles east of D.C. And when you think about
help me.
what's on the line here for these two teams.
23-17 New York
It's
Giants.
early on a 17-game season. This is an important game here and a good one. 6-point affair with the Giants leading. 13:35 left.
Hey, did you see that sewage pipe explode at FedEx Field Sunday? Ugh. Fucking gross.
Last year to be the Washington football team's quarantine quarterback. He was taking online math classes at Old Dominion, his alma mater. And if you fast forward, he joined the team because of injuries. And he gave the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and this team did all they could handle. Probably played him the best that any team played him in the postseason last year.
High snap. Heineke brings it in. Rifles the ball to McLaurin across the middle. Oh, to the 45. He knew he was about a step away from getting gone.
Really good route by Terry McLaurin. You see the move that he makes, gets inside, finds the hole in that zone, and they put it on him pretty quickly. And yeah, the coaching staff, they like Taylor Heineke. I mean, Ron Rivera obviously does. Scott Turner, he was with him in Carolina and here in Washington, and so they know this quarterback well. The biggest concern, you mentioned it earlier in this game, is his health and just keeping him upright. And so they worry about that on how long he can stay healthy. And
go to Gibson. Carries him for about 3.
Takes it across the 45. Just to give you numbers in that game against the Buccaneers, 26 for 44, 300.
And Gibson's limping a little.
1 touchdown, 1 pick, and 1 touchdown.
He really needs to get going in this fourth quarter.
Played with a separated left shoulder. Put on the weight, and now here he is, game 2 after Ryan Fitzpatrick injured his right hip early against the Chargers.
Well, there's a lot of Giants fans in that building. You would think we're at a Chargers game. Blitz, 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 blitz. Hits McLaurin for a first down.
Well, Giants trying to bring pressure, and it just opens up that.
Washington already back at the line, ready to go. Screen to Humphreys, can't get the blocks. Maybe a yard.
No gain. Darnay Holmes out there with a strong tackle. You asked Patrick Graham about it.
And we have a caution in the truck race. Parker Kligerman. Screen to Humphreys, who hauls it in. That was almost a bad miss. 3rd down now, 3rd and about 7. Yeah, he made the catch. That's nice.
A nice grab on that. You know, the Giants right now, they're kind of packing it up inside, and so they're just trying to use this passing game. You see how the ball comes out. He's trying to get it to him as quickly as possible, just never even really gets a grip of the ball. But they're using that quick passing game because of what the Giants are doing defensively inside. It's basically,
well, the Giants fans are making a lot of noise.
Quickly and let him go. 3rd down and 7.
Heineke, deer in headlights, on the run. Oh, he tripped and fell. He fumbled.
Comes out, penalty flag is down in the second.
I think they're going to rule him down. There's a flag in the secondary.
And it's against the Giants.
Yeah, first down, Washington.
I think it's going to be called on James Bradbury.
Holding defense number 24.
Crucial penalty. He held Terry McLaurin. Oh, yeah.
McLaurin has given him all he wants tonight.
And fucking A.
3rd down and 10.
see what they're able to do. They haven't been real good here on third downs in this game. 3 of 10.
3rd and 10. I am disappointed right now.
What does Patrick Graham decide to do? Does he bring pressure and force the ball out of Heineke's hand? Heineke throws, passes.
Gets it to Humphreys, who's a couple yards short. Kick the field goal and make it a 3-point game. Kick the field goal, make it a 3-point game. That's the right call. Now it's not the time for Riverboat Run. Kick the field goal.
Crowd wants them to go. They want them to go. Still a lot of time left.
A lot of time. Make it a 3-point game.
You know, Giants did what they've been doing.
Your defense is good enough to step up and make a play. They've played like shit in the second half. Oh, look at John Hunter getting his nose in there on Creed. Got a battle for the lead in the truck race with 22 to go. And we're about to go to commercial in this game, so this is perfect. John Hunter's going to bust his ass trying to get around Sheldon Creed. He really is. The kick is good for Washington. It's 23-20, New York Giants.
2 for 2 in this one. Back.
And Sheldon Creed and John Hunter are having a battle right now. Creed holds him off for now. Oh, we got another caution. A racist has spun off of turn 2. A racist pill-popping wife-beater has spun out, and we have a caution with 20 to go. That's going to give Nemechek another shot at Creed.
Are you going to be the demon or the beast? Or who's going to be the guy that's going to leave Bristol with that trophy? That's what it's all about.
What happened? Oh, look, Austin Wayne Self run out of talent. 3 wide with Josh Berry, and I didn't see who else.
Pass there without any contact, but that was a close call. A little bit of damage on that 22, but not too bad. Parker Clitterman will get the free pass, but there is that cut line there at the bottom left. Ben Rhodes and Zane Smith. It's getting a little tighter, boys.
But I mean, the points are incredible. It's plus 4, plus 3, plus 2, minus. I mean, any bobble, any one of those positions could change.
That it come down to your choice on which restart lane. And let's say somebody slips the tires in the bottom lane, and you chose the bottom, and it bottles up, and guys go by you. I mean, there is so much riding on the line right now. There's just those guys. I mean, 42 is plus 4.
Zane Smith is 2 points out. Ben Rhodes 2 to the good. Hell, Todd Gilliland's only 3 points in.
Plus 7. And we're talking restarts at Bristol. This is crazy. It's not just it'll drive you crazy.
Good job having Bristol be the elimination race. I like it.
You just gotta throw it all out there and see what comes by.
You know, the heart rate of these drivers and the crew chiefs and the families that are watching nervously and just hoping that their driver can get his way in. Rich Lucius there on the left-hand side.
Rich Lucius looks like when this race is over, he's going to need a beer. But these guys are all just trying to figure out.
They had a Rams fan in that Jersey commercial. The Rams don't have fans. Come on.
You know,
that Bucks fan is a fucking bandwagoner.
There's 5, 6 guys I count.
Dumbass little kid in a Tom Brady jersey.
Any one of them could be the guy out. That's crazy.
Ill-timed caution. I would probably get to see the finish of this race without watching the game at the same time if that dumb racist hadn't spun out by himself.
All these guys, and all those teams, the families, the crew members, everybody's fighting all their heads.
So anyway, it's that raindrops I see on the fucking camera on the front stretch. I'm only about 2 hours east of there, and it's been rainy around here the last couple of days. Anyway, we got a football game to watch.
The second overall pick in 2018 was the offensive rookie of the year, was a Pro Bowler. His season was tremendous. 2019 suffered a high ankle sprain that cost Barkley 3 games and tore the ACL in his right knee in week 2 against Chicago last year. In this game so far, 39 snaps, a short turnaround after being out there for 28 on Sunday.
23-20 with 8:46 to go. Unfortunately, the Giants have the lead, and they're about to have the ball. Washington defense can't get any pressure without blitzing. They got a sack on a blitz. Held to a field goal last time. A long field goal.
Second year is when they feel normal. It's hard coming back from that.
The Giants get a long drive and a touchdown here. It's lights out. So
construction and hasn't played much football.
If Washington wants to be taken serious as a legitimate playoff team, these are the kind of games and the situations you're going to have to win, especially because it's against the fucking Giants. And I think the Giants suck.
3-point lead for the Giants. Starting at their 25, and the crowd jumps in.
Saquon Barkley and Ezekiel Elliott washed in their mid-20s. They fake it to Saquon. No pressure. Jones loads up, finds a wide open Sterling Shepard for a big gain.
22 yards to Sterling Shepard.
Blow it down here, New York. Play the clock, because if you end this drive with a touchdown, it's over.
On Shepard's feet as he's coming out on the route. Would he have been able to get underneath it? I don't know. You know, that would have been a heck of a drop by him had he have been able to, but wide open because of him going to the ground. Barkley carries, has a little daylight.
Barkley.
One of his better runs of the night, a gain of 7. A lot of movement in the hole.
I remember I pressed a button on my controller to make sure my controller wouldn't randomly cut off by itself. It hasn't. I've been on for a couple hours and it hasn't cut off. I didn't know if it was gonna. Oh, Chase Young! Oh! I thought for sure that ball was in Saquon's hands. But Daniel Jones kept it and he got within a yard of the first, 3rd and 1.
Thought he had it, and then he looks back and he realizes that who he tackled didn't have the ball. See right here, he thinks he's got him, and then he looks back and realizes Daniel Jones had kept it. Good thing he did to make this a short 3rd down situation.
3rd and inches on the Washington side of the field. This is getting bad. We got another fucking crash here. Good God, look at the wrecks there. They go fullback run, who gets the first down. Meanwhile, in the truck race, Austin Hill is tore up. A bunch of other trucks. The 19's tore up. What a surprise, Derek Krause involved in a wreck. Did he cause it?
Big 250-pounder.
Washington draining, New York draining clock and getting first downs.
Jones 4-0 in his career against Washington.
They're at the Washington 43.
Won the last 5 against their divisional rival.
No pressure, no pressure. Jones goes to wide open. Oh, it's dropped. That would have been a game ender. Slayton drops the easy, wide-ass open touchdown.
Opportunity came knocking, and Slayton could not haul it in. Man, a total
look at this.
There's nobody within 20 yards.
Slayton, you fool.
Well, Jackson thought that he was
boy, if the Giants somehow lose this game, that'll be the fucking replay. They're cursed on Thursday Night Football, I swear. That's a fucking brutal one. And they go run. Oh, big hole opens up, and Saquon gets about 5 or 6. 3rd down. I didn't see what caused this wreck. I missed the replay. Okay. Austin Hill and Haley Deegan. Derek Krause. Austin Wayne Self again.
Not get an opportunity like that. And even on that last run on 2nd down, Barkley, he kind of lost his footing. He had a chance to get more than he got.
3rd and 5. Down to 5:40 to go.
He lost a touchdown to a penalty in this game.
Come on, man. Washington looks like they might blitz. Oh, we got a false start, false start, false start. Yes. That backs them out of field goal range, puts them on a 3rd and 10.
Number 76, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Joe Judge says, who's that on? It's on Nate Solder.
Nate Solder, who's not having a good year so far. Having a good second half, though.
3rd false start by this Giants offensive line, 3rd and 10.
Washington looks like they're going to play heavy coverage here. There's one guy on the defensive line. The linebackers are looking like they might drop. False start again! Yes! 3rd and 15. Joe Judge is losing his goddamn mind. He just broke his fucking headset. The drop by Slayton and then back-to-back false starts. Oh, New York Giants never change. 3rd and 15. They've caught up to Washington in the penalty department. And this crowd knows they're having an effect now. Whatever Washington fans are actually here. There's not any rush whatsoever. 3-man rush. Daniel Jones is on the run!
Takes it down to the 37.
This would be like a 54, 55-yard field goal.
And that is enough to bring Graham Gano.
And they're going to try Gano again. I hope you shank this field. That'll complete the trifecta of New York Giants football. The Slayton drop in the end zone, back-to-back false starts, and if Gano misses this kick and gives Washington the ball near midfield. Oh, that'd be hilarious. I'd give anything for you to miss this kick.
Gano has been money.
Oh, missed this kick. Washington, do not jump. It's 4th and 4. If you jump, it's a first down. God damn it, he drilled it. 26-20, New York Giants. Gano made the 55-yarder. 26-20. This game could be over by now if Slayton had caught that fucking ball. Yeah, what the fuck was up with Austin Hill and Haley Deegan there? Oh, my God. I just caught the tail end of that replay. It's Bristol, bitch. Red flag with 10 to go. Take your time. I'm trying to catch the end of this game, and then I can watch the fucking 25 overtime attempts we're going to have in this race. 2021, the year of the shit show in NASCAR. As I said earlier, and repeatedly on streams throughout these last couple of months, 2021 is the year of the shit show. Yeah, Robert, you're getting bailed out and still fucking up. What was with that conservative-ass play call in that 3rd and long? I know you just want to stop them from getting the first down, but damn. I didn't like that 3-man rush bullshit, but then again, it didn't really matter. You aren't getting pressure with 4. I'd be scared to blitz on 3rd and 15. I'd want to play it a little safe, but I'd rush more than 3. We almost had the trifecta of New York Giants football right there. Almost, but Gano bailed him out and made the kick. This is the longest and easiest night of Sheldon Creed's life. This race still isn't over. But that's what they get for starting a race at 9 o'clock on a weeknight. Yeah, Robert, you guys can still win. Never thought I'd say this, but your offense is going to have to win it for you. Your defense is cooked right now. Your defensive line is certainly cooked for this game. So old Heineke, got to get out there and get it done. I wish Gibson could get the ball more because he's on my fantasy team, but in this situation, I think you just got to air it out.
We'll have plenty to talk about on the heels of this fun game.
26-20, New York Giants.
A good one between Washington and New York.
With 4:50 to go, each team has 3 timeouts. And the 2-minute warning. We're a long way from done on this one.
What a luxury when you got a kicker like that.
B-A-B-B-U-boo.
You're tempted, if you don't believe in that guy, then you're tempted to be going for it there on 4th down. Joe Judge had all the belief in the world that he would nail it just like he has so many other times.
And the kickoff.
And he does this too. See the frustration for DeAndre Carter. Hasn't had really much of a chance to return with Gano hitting it into the back of the end zone. Well, all the time in the world for Taylor Heineke.
Mr. Heineke.
He's got just under 5 minutes and all 3 timeouts. They can, the whole playbook is there. They can run the ball if that's what they want to do. Don't have to get into the hurry up.
Empty backfield. Like I said, they're going to air it out here. Pump fake. Up the sideline. McKissick! Go! Oh, he's going to get run out of bounds. But Washington's in business. Inside the Giants 20. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, that was pretty good. They got a matchup on him on Tate Crowder, and he's
Love it.
Going up the sidelines. You see just one-on-one, and Crowder thinks he's running the flat. He jumps it, and there he goes.
Definitely the play of the game for Washington on offense.
And then he puts the ball perfectly on him. That's what we were talking about J.D. McKissick, some of the things that they like about him. That's the matchup that they can take advantage of, and they did.
Sneak in some run with Gibson here, please. They play fake it to Gibson. Heineke in the pocket to the end zone. Whoa, touchdown! Wow! Ha! Ricky Seals-Jones. 2 plays, Washington touchdown. But the bad news is your defense is going to have to go right back on the fucking field now. Holy mother of God.
The back end of it got both feet down, and his first catch with Washington is for that touchdown. Well, he was a wide receiver in college, and it showed there. See if he can puts it right where he had to. What a chance, and that's on Adoree Jackson.
The extra point is good.
Legend of Taylor Heineke grows.
Ride or die with Taylor Heineke.
There it is. Hey, watch him. He's going to come.
Ride or die.
Similar route to what we saw from J.D. McKissick, only from a tight split. And Heineke doesn't like it initially.
Good thing I chose not to look at the chat just in case Robert wanted to spoil it. Hey, Robert, wait till I react. I know I'm behind, and I'm even more behind to you because my stream is always going to be a little behind. I don't get NFL Network. I'm watching this game by nefarious means.
That he has the ability to go up and make a play. And talking about they have all the time in the world, they only needed 2
It's okay to get hopped, though. I'm with you. That's worth getting hopped over. 27-26, Washington.
Ricky Seals-Jones.
What a wild game.
First catch with Washington.
Heineke has made some incredible throws.
He checks things. He doesn't like it. He thinks, okay, I'll give him a chance. And if he can't make
I remember the last time Washington had this level of quarterback play. Kirk Cousins, maybe?
I mean, that is a perfect throw, is it not? It is. No, it's a perfect throw. And it's just good awareness, knowing where he was going to be after he didn't like what else he was looking at, and coming back and giving him a high ball and figuring if he doesn't catch it, then it's incomplete.
How does Heineke dude wind up on the street last year? Somebody fucking missed on this guy. He's obviously, no matter what, he's shown he is capable of doing great things. 27-26, Washington with 4:33 to go. Bad news is your defense has to come right the fuck back out. But better to score now than to not score at all.
And here he is, just his 3rd NFL start, 2nd in the regular season. He just made 2 great throws. And Washington's on top.
I did not want this game to be a shootout, but hey.
Since 2015, and he's been bouncing around and gets a chance to be the guy again, and boy, he delivers.
At least they've made the Giants pretty one-dimensional other than that quarterback draw bullshit. Blitz. Saquon picks it up. Oh! Thought that was going to be picked. Galladay was in front of the defender, though, which saved the interception. And yeah, there was a lot of contact, but I'm glad they didn't call it.
That one on Galladay. You see, just all the way the entire time, official right there on top of it, watching it
the whole way. But he let him play there. Jackson may have gotten there here early, no flag. 2nd and 10.
Giants-Washington games always seem to be entertaining. They were last year. No pass rush. First down, Kyle Rudolph, gain of 12.
That's one of the best throws I've seen from Daniel Jones when I've seen him since he came into the league. He was anticipating this throw. He turns it loose before Rudolph really even comes around the defender. See where that ball's thrown? I mean, just the timing in that, you don't yet. We haven't seen that a lot. Seen a lot.
Washington's moving Chase Young all over the place. They're dropping him in coverage a lot because he's just not getting to the quarterback. Boy, Saquon goes nowhere again.
Yard and Jonathan Allen is there. How about in this half? These two teams.
We're about to have a restart in the truck race with like 4 or 5 laps to go, whatever it is.
Scores, like a heavyweight fight with these two teams.
Going to be 5 to go. Sheldon Creed on the front row. Chandler Smith 7 points below the cut line on the front row. Now that's interesting. New York's on a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Still no goddamn pass rush. Incomplete. Good coverage. 3rd and 10.
And St. Juice, the rookie out there in good position. Great position, St. Juice. I mean, the rookie, he's got Slayton. Now, Juice can run, but he's sitting on it. I mean, talked about the plays he gave up on
Good
Sunday.
restart by Creed. Pretty good restart by Chandler Smith.
And that was a great job.
Smith's got to win. He's got to win. Oh, he's putting Creed in the wall almost. Boy, he really was nice to Creed off of 2. I thought he was just going to put his ass in the wall. Oh, he gets him loose. Chandler Smith sideways up at 4. He leads that lap. 4 to go. Sorry, the truck race is really interesting right now. Oh, Smith washed up the track, and he takes Creed out. Nemechek takes the lead. Creed saves it. Creed just lost this race with 4 to go. And Nemechek, slide job on the 18, and now Nemechek's in the wall. Oh, Nemechek, you got to let your teammate win. Oh, he's going to bump and run his teammate. No. And now Sheldon Creed just cut a left rear and spun out. 2 to go. That's got to be a caution. Come on. Come on, caution. God, Infinger just sent Nemechek up the track. Come on, $10. $10, Soldier Boy, $10. Nah, Chandler Smith's going to win it. They didn't throw a caution for Creed spinning out. That's bullshit. 1 to go. The 18's going to fucking win. Washington just forced a punt. You think John Hunter threw that race on purpose so the fucking 18 could win this? God, if I had a green white checkered, I would have won $10. Now I'm not going to get anything. Chandler Smith wins and makes the next round of the playoffs. But I think he eliminated Ben Rhodes. So there's a silver lining there. Man, the ending of that truck race was wild. And they didn't throw a caution for Sheldon Creed cutting the left rear and looping around. No, Gilliland got eliminated. Or did Gilliland make it? It's either Gilliland or Rhodes. Show the fucking points. I got it on mute. I can't fucking hear. Hey, there's Mike Glennon.
Kenny Galladay letting off some frustration over there on the sidelines.
Washington starts at their own 8. They go to Gibson. Gibson still on his feet. First down. 11 yards. Now you can start playing the clock. I know you only got a 1-point lead, but hey, you got the ball and the lead with 3 minutes to go. And yes, Todd Gilliland got eliminated. Ben Rhodes unfortunately advances. Gilliland gets eliminated thanks to Chandler Smith somehow winning this race. Damn, son. I didn't get any money. I never catch a break.
Timeouts left for the
2:30 to go. Washington 1st and 10 at their own 19 with a 1-point lead. They go back to Gibson. Cuts it inside. Gain of about 3.5. Giants take a timeout with 2:22 to go. That's their first.
2 minutes, 22 seconds left. With NFL Game Pass, you can catch every
Washington trying to close one out. Chandler Smith just closed one out. He used the fuck out of Sheldon Creed and got the win. And then Infinger totally bump and run Nemechek to get the second. God, that's why I was screaming for a damn caution when Sheldon Creed spun out. But of course we didn't get it.
And then
Because it's Thursday night, NASCAR just wants to send everybody the fuck home. Thank you for costing me a chance at $10, NASCAR, with your inconsistent bullshit officiating. I guess we'd seen enough cautions tonight, which is rare. Usually they're not satisfied until we've had about 35.
2nd and 7 here.
Todd Gilliland, you loser. Here comes Humphrey in motion. Oh, no, it's intercepted by Bradbury. Jumped the route in front of McLaurin. Giants take over at the 20, at the Washington 20. Son of a bitch. Well, it was a valiant effort. That was just a great read by Bradbury. He'd been getting beat like a drum all night by McLaurin.
He's then leaking up the field, but Bradbury is cluing through to the quarterback the entire way.
Bradbury finally won the battle. Oh, my God.
And Bradbury's, watch this, Bradbury's driving on him, but because McLaurin had to avoid Tate Crowder coming out.
Washington has 3 timeouts in the 2-minute warning. The Giants are well into field goal range. They're at the Washington 20.
You're thinking you're just going to put it on him.
That was an ill-advised throw.
If McLaurin doesn't,
but I can't say Fitzpatrick wouldn't have done the same.
He's able to position himself to protect the throw.
That's probably the ball game right there. But we have seen some crazy things already in the last week. They go run with Saquon, who gets blasted. Take a timeout. Timeout with 2:11 to go. Washington has 2 left. I figure the Giants will probably play it pretty safe here, given the game that they've been in tonight. I have no problem with what Chandler Smith did with Sheldon Creed. That was good racing, but he got just enough of the left rear of Creed to cut that tire down, and it sent Creed to the back. Then I thought John Hunter was going to win, and then he totally blew the exit of 4. Chandler takes the lead, and then Grant Enfinger just runs out of time. Son of a bitch. I'm calling both games.
And now the pick. And here sit the Giants at Washington's 19. Well, James Bradbury,
if I'm the Giants, I'm going to call 1 quarterback keep here. It's worked all night, and I want to get this first and close this out. But remind that dumbass motherfucker wearing number 8 to slide and get down.
With the key interception. We'll see right now whether the Giants, obviously.
For now, you still have the lead. It looks bad, but at least you still have the lead for the time being. They go run.
Here's Barkley.
Barkley for 2. Take another timeout.
Gets a couple.
All right, Michael, I will see you tomorrow night because I'm going to do the Xfinity race. And unfortunately, I won't see you Saturday because I'll be at the race, but I'll see you tomorrow. And then I'll see you Sunday because we're going to watch football all day again. It might be another PlayStation stream so I can watch any game I want. But we'll see.
Right now, Jason Garrett.
3rd and 7, 2:09. Washington's got a timeout in the 2-minute warning. I'm telling you, you got to do something here where Daniel Jones can get on a bootleg or a read option. And if it's just not there, just get the fuck down. You're well in field goal range. Just protect the ball. But I got to call a quarterback run of some kind here because it's just worked so well. Washington shows pressure up the middle. There we go, 3rd and 7. They bring the house. Oh, and it's dropped. Sterling Shepard drops it. And the Giants will have to settle for a field goal, so Washington will save the timeout. 2:05 to go. It's 4th down. A little behind Sterling Shepard. That would have been right near a first down.
If it was going to be 4th and 1, instead it's 4th down and 7, and the easy choice for Joe Judge. 35-yard try coming up. 2 yards longer.
Washington still might get the 2-minute warning. There's 2:05 here as the Giants are going to attempt this field goal. 35 yards. He made a 55-yarder earlier. He makes this one.
Gano's got another.
29-27 New York Giants at the 2-minute warning. And what the fuck is this?
What happened here with Gano?
Somebody pushed Graham Gano down after the play. No flag, though.
The good news is that the Giants
29. Robert,
2 minutes to be exact with
we got this. A field goal wins it. It's as simple as that.
Has it all out in front of
If
him.
Derek Carr can do it, Taylor Heineke can do it. And that's not a knock on Derek Carr. I love Derek Carr. Derek Carr did it in worse circumstances Monday night than this. 2-minute warning and a timeout. Looks like he's about to cry.
Quarterback numbers, big numbers for Jones and Heineke. Dave Gettleman, the general manager for the Giants, knows he's going to live or die with his
I think Michael jinxed Austin Hill earlier.
Something he's been talking about trying to improve since he took over.
Redemption for Heineke here.
Hog mollies. So far, they've come through for him tonight, and they've given Daniel Jones, Gettleman's most important draft pick, time back there to show all that he can do tonight.
Yes, they have, and we knew it would be a real test. I mean, there were times there in that first half where Jones was getting battered pretty good, but
why did y'all have to give up almost 30 points the night I start your fucking defense in fantasy?
Jones has had the protection that he's had, and then you consider what they were up against and the changes they had to make. Pretty good stuff.
Washington starts. You just need a field goal. Washington's at the 25.
Offense, a short field, and the Giants did it. But now it's Taylor Heineke's time. Giants
got another game of the year candidate. Although it's going to be hard to top that Baltimore and Raiders game. That was ridiculous. Too early in the year for that mess, but I love it.
A 300-yard game for Heineke. And just 9 incompletions, 2 touchdowns and a pick.
Oh, God, I'm too scared to even comment on this. Thank God my dad's not watching. Oh, McKissick catches it and can't stay on his feet. Gain of 2. Come on the ball.
Gain of a couple.
McLaurin, to me, McLaurin or Logan Thomas is the key here.
He's trying to keep everything up in front, rally to the football. Now 4-man rush.
Ropples it. Oh, son of a bitch. He went for Humphreys, and that ball got batted up in the air and thankfully fell incomplete, but it's 3rd and 8 already. It's okay. You got 2 more downs.
It looked like it hit him in the hands. From what I could tell, he had a chance.
Oh, yeah, Humphrey should have caught. That's on Humphreys. You got to make that fucking catch. Remember when I said throw to Logan Thomas or Terry McLaurin? Listen to me. I play Madden. I'm kidding. This will be a fucking frustrating L for Washington to take. McLaurin one-on-one with Bradbury. They put a safety over him. He checks it down to McKissick, who's a half yard short of the first.
It's going to be
4th and less than 1. Clock's ticking. Minute 22, minute 21. 4th and inches. They run with McKissick. Gets the first down. All right, on the ball. They get the first. 1 minute and 6. 1 minute and 5. It's ticking. They still have 1 timeout, but it's too early to use it.
They're hoping they can use it later when they need to get a field goal out on the field if it comes down to that.
Heineke high again. Gain of 9. Logan Thomas. Get on the ball.
Stood up after gain of 9. They're going to start running the ball right back to the official and have some urgency.
44 seconds. 43. 42. They're at their own 47.
Need about 20 more yards.
We got a.
And now flags stop play.
Oh boy.
With a running clock.
You might have to take this timeout to avoid the 10 seconds.
If it's a false start, there would be a 10-second runoff, which they could save by using their last timeout.
You'll have to use the timeout
We'll
here.
see what the call is as they shut that play down.
Ooh, it's offsides on the Giants. 5 yards, a free first down, and a clock stoppage.
First down by penalty on Lorenzo Carter.
And Joe Judge just said, that's fucking bullshit. Man, Sheldon Creed's pretty happy for a guy who just got fucked out of the easiest win of his career.
Him getting in there is what...
They're across midfield, 36 seconds and a timeout.
They're along that offensive line.
Now I think the Giants are going to take one.
Reset the play clock to 40, and let's put the game clock at 39 seconds.
So they're giving Washington 3 more seconds on the clock and resetting the play clock.
Again, the career log for Hopkins, 56. That means the 38-yard line for the outer edge of the range for Dustin Hopkins.
"39 seconds and a timeout." And it's blown dead again.
Timeout taken by the Giants.
Timeout Giants.
Second charge, timeout.
Okay.
Second out, New York. 30-second timeout.
And they've got the one to ice the kicker if they want that later.
We'll go back to a couple of these missed chances for the Giants as they lead.
You know, shit like this makes me miss Madden moments. That was like the one good thing in Madden after a while was the replay the real life moments thing and try to change the ending of a real life game. Oh, that shit was always fun.
And again, the Giants had to settle for 3. Well, there's 11 points that have been left out there by the Giants. They had 2 touchdowns that they missed on and had to settle for field goals, and then they got sacked and got knocked out of field goal range.
All right, 39 seconds and a timeout. Just need a field goal to win. 5-man pressure. He hits McKissick, who can't hang on. That was a great back shoulder throw, but McKissick didn't make the catch. Second out.
Jabril Peppers was right there for the Giants. Yes, he was. That's a pretty good matchup with Jabril Peppers on him. It was a heck of a lot better than having a linebacker. A good ball placement by Taylor Heineke. You know, the Giants, they started this possession soft, rally up.
McKissick's got to make that fucking catch. I know it's not an easy catch, so I'll be a little nicer, but it was right in his hands. The feet would have been the next thing to worry about.
That's where I'd go.
Heineke hits. Okay, on the ball. 27 seconds and counting. 26. Ron Rivera takes the timeout now on 3rd down. That's interesting.
With 27 seconds.
Guess they want to make sure they get this play right.
So out of timeouts, but Ron didn't want more time to elapse from that clock with his team trying to get back to the line on an important 3rd and 5 coming up. Yeah, you'd like to have saved that if you could. This is, 61 yard from here. So they need more.
Guess I can turn off my cable now.
Like you said, 56 yards is his career long. That's 5 more yards.
Timeout Giants.
They had 2 players trying to get off the field.
At least they can't ice the kicker now. That takes something out of the equation here.
There were 2 players that were late getting off the field, and had they not called a timeout, yeah, there's your 5 yards. There's your 5 yards, a 1st down, and inside field goal range.
The kick is still not a sure thing. You got to get way closer than this.
So now both sides are out of timeouts, and it remains 3rd and 5.
Ron Rivera's looking pretty good for a guy who had cancer last year. Got to hand it to him. I'm happy. Oh, this is agonizing. No dog in this fight, and it's agonizing. 3-man rush. Humphreys, 1st down and out of bounds.
Such a great call by Scott Turner.
Across the Giants' 35.
Anticipating man covers, that's what they're going to get. And they run the rub route. So they get Logan Thomas, who's releasing up the field. Defender gets caught in behind the traffic, and it opens up Humphreys for the completion, and he's able to get out of bounds. So they're inside field goal range, but certainly not a gimme. It'd be 54 from here. 7 yards to Humphreys.
McLaurin, ooh, he rifled one in front of Bradbury to get inside the 30. Now you just spike it and kick the field goal. You just spike it and kick the field goal now. 10. Previous plays under review.
The previous play is under review. The ruling on the field was a completed catch.
They want to make
make sure McLaurin made that catch.
I think he caught it, but boy, that was another risky throw from Heineke. It was similar to when he threw the interception. He threw it right into Bradbury and McLaurin. He caught it. Come on, man. You're going to fucking review this? So the Washington will have the ball at the 30.
He's got that ball definitely secured.
It was supposed to be rain in the forecast. It really didn't rain tonight.
I mean, you said that, and we've seen that time and time again. It's not just completions, but Heineke putting it in the perfect spot. Yeah, he's, for a guy who hasn't played more than he has, I mean, he's got a composure about him, and, he's been around the league in a lot of places, but you can see why he gives the confidence that he has to this group.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field of a catch stands.
We'll start the clock, and then Washington can spike the ball.
There are 9 seconds left.
They should put more time back on the fucking clock, though.
See if they decide to try one. Well, take one shot.
No. Spike it. Spike it.
No.
All right, with 5 seconds left, Washington's at the New York 30. And Hopkins can come out and make this game winner, hopefully.
Win of the year. And no timeouts for the Giants, so he doesn't have to worry about one of those last-second timeouts before the snap.
He can't get iced. That's a good thing. Just make this kick, and you're going to win.
48-yard drive.
Man, these close games we've gotten this last week. 48 yards for the win. Good God, I can't look.
Good snap.
And he fucking missed it.
But a flag is down in the second.
There's a flag.
Well, Washington is saying that the Giants are offsides. And it looks like Hopkins will get another shot.
Wow. He fucking missed it. There's the flag. Please tell me it's against New York. Please tell me. Stop making us wait. Fucking tell me.
Near the Washington sideline.
Yes! Yes! And the game cannot end on a defensive foul. Hopkins will get to try a 43-yarder for the dub.
Right there in the middle. That was Dexter Lawrence.
Ooh.
Came across early.
That is like so close.
And now a 43-yard try for the win.
Man, the Giants are just a bunch of fucking chokers, and it takes one to know one. I'm a Falcons fan. Oh, my Lord. They were offsides right over the center. 43 yards. Come on, man. 2 shots at this.
Good snap, good hold.
He makes it. And Washington wins 30-29. Woo! Washington wins 30-29 because the New York Giants are a bunch of fucking chokers, and I love it. Hot damn. Your defense played like shit and cost me fantasy points, Robert, but hey, I was definitely cheering for Washington to win the game, regardless. But can your defense not play like shit next time? Thank God I have the Steelers D for next week. Can't use them this week, though, because I wasted my fucking fantasy defense on this.
Here in Landover.
Oh, it was the little things in this game, the little things. Hell, the most glaring mistake was on the Washington side, Heineke's pick. The Giants just made a bunch of little mistakes, and it cost them, and they lose by 1.
And he ran some big plays on the Giants and showed a veteran's
Oh,
coolness,
man.
overcoming 2 fourth-quarter.
Yeah, the Slayton drop touchdown. The false starts after the Slayton drop.
And boy, did he earn it.
The offsides on the field goal. Hell, they were offsides twice on this drive.
Another chance.
Hilarious.
And Washington wins this game.
And Washington,
To go to 1-1.
30-29
0-2.
over the sorry as fuck, choking ass New York Giants. Okay, boys and girls, that was fun. I'm going to go to bed now. Well, I might go to bed. What am I doing? And I will see you guys tomorrow night for the Xfinity race. Washington wins. Can you fuck off, Madden? Have a good night, everybody.